Good evening. Welcome to another Red Cup Rants. Nah, I'm kidding. Fuck all that professional stuff. What happening? This your boy Dex. I got my brothers with me. I got Dre, Mad Mike, fellas. Introduce yourselves, cause this ain't your funeral. So y'all can talk.
Shit, ain't nothing, man. Y'all know who I am. I'm Dre, uh, the original creator of the Red Cup Rants.
He had to say
Look, look,
that. He
look,
had
look,
to say
look,
that.
But
That is true. That is true, guys. That's fucking
You
true.
see, you
That's,
see, you
we
see it with the
maybe
can't.
G
one
plug.
day,
Look,
maybe
y'all
one
see
day
it
I
with the
can
G
get
plug
down.
though. The
Maybe
G plug though. You see that? You see that? Okay.
maybe
If
one day I can sit down when we have a moment on the show and I could tell you where the Red Cup Rants came about. But I'm Dre.
Woo.
One third. I'm one third of the big three. You know, LeBron and Bosh and Wade had a big three, but I'm one third of the big three. I'm just here, just relaxing, ready to go, man.
word. If y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm opening up the phone lines. Just opening up the phone lines. Boop.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, anybody that's out there
I
that
guess.
try to call, you can
Talking to
call tonight. Sorry.
talking to you, Adrian. Come on, join us. Come on, join us. There you go. I got you. I got you.
Hey. If y'all have not hit that subscribe button, man, hit that like button wherever you are. If you're on Facebook, like the page. All right. Share this shit to a group of Atlanta fans, sports fans, wherever it is. Share this to a group. All right. Make sure you invite some of your friends, everybody in, man. The more exposure they will get, it'll be better because we have some ideas ready, cock loaded, all right, cock and loaded. Trying to give you guys some good gifts. We really got a lot of stuff in mind as far as just helping you guys. What's the word right for it? Helping you guys find a place where you can truly enjoy sports. All right, none of that fake ass, Stephen A. Smith shit sucking up to ESPN. Nah, bro, y'all get to say whatever y'all want to say. That's why we have a phone line. We still making some improvement to that, but this is your place, man. This is not just us, man. We trying to give you guys a place where you can voice your opinion. All right.
Yep.
Well, I can show y'all. We made some vast improvements to the phone line, as you can see here. As you can see there. Wait,
Yep. Yep. So if
whoop.
anybody want to call in from last week's show,
There you
call
go.
in. You can
Yeah,
Yes,
call in.
sir.
I had to go back to my old days of being an audio engineer. So
Oh yeah.
we're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have those issues anymore. And
Yep, because Dex is going to do the phone lines from now on. I'm not doing it.
technically it was my fault because I did not take the time to teach my brother the way to do it. So if I'm not here,
For
so
anybody that
that's
knows,
on me, ladies and
for
gentlemen.
anybody that knows, I'm not tech savvy. So yeah.
Uh-uh. You know,
I'm not tech savvy, so it is
How,
what it is.
however, enough with the rigmarole. We got a few topics to talk about this week. LD, hit us with the first one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, fellas. So
what?
so we talked about it when it first before it first came out. And we were kind of skeptical because a
Right.
certain old man in Connecticut's name is on the product as the owner. However, Vincent Kennedy McMahon seemed to have gotten out of his own way, at least with the XFL, to where the show
Mm-hmm.
was actually doing all right. What y'all think?
Zerde?
I didn't catch the second. I caught a little bit because I had to work this Saturday and and Sunday I had some stuff I had to take care of. But I was keeping tabs on the action.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
I mean honestly, I know a lot of people say that it's going to flop like the AAF, but I think with the first time that Vince tried to do it and he completely flamed out. I think he done his homework. I think he done his homework this time go around. He didn't like. I mean, I'm kind of upset they don't have an Atlanta team, but I think he just only did 8 teams to kind of get the feel of the vibe
A dry
and the
run,
pulse
a dry
and
run
the
of
pulse
sorts.
of the
Yeah.
and the pulse of the nation as far as
Mm-hmm.
XFL. Um, but as far as like the flow of the game, I enjoy it. It's a little bit more fast paced than the NFL. I don't like the few wrinkles they have as far as the kickoffs and the conversions and stuff like that. I do enjoy the fact that they explain the plays and they explain what's going on, especially if you're a casual fan and you're trying to get to know the game of football.
Right.
I think that's good as well. Explain
I enjoy hearing the actual terminology. Like
yeah,
hearing,
that too. But
like
see, with us, because we all played football in some capacity, we can understand that. But like a casual fan
right.
that doesn't really know the game,
Mhm.
it's refreshing because you know how it is. You sitting with a casual fan and
They
they're
kind of
trying to ask, what does that mean? What does that mean? And you're trying to watch the game and you're trying to explain at the same time. Because I tell everybody all the time, you can ask me questions about football if it's not my team playing. Now, my team is playing, don't ask me nothing unless it's halftime or a break. Okay, because I want to be fully invested in the game. So with the XFL, this is a perfect time to kind of get the feels of, if you're a casual fan, to get the feels of the basics of football 1-on-1. I know a lot of people said they're tired of the interviews, they're tired of talking. I'm honestly not, because you need something like that, refreshing,
I like it.
and also Vince McMahon was smart enough to do it right after the Super Bowl, like when people are still kind of in that football mood. So I think right now, I know the rates kind of dropped a little bit, but I mean 3.5 million views is still a lot considering
That's
the fact
still
that
that's
it's
still
still pretty high.
it's still higher than Raw and SmackDown.
Right. So I mean, it's still there. It's still there. I don't think it's gonna flop, but you never know. I've seen stranger things happen. But right now, I'm digging it. I just need to find a team to root for. I said I was gonna root for LA because they got McClendon on their team. That's my distant cousin on my daddy's side. But in all
Oh
seriousness,
Lord.
I hope this league succeeds because I do want. It's kind of like with EA and 2K with the NFL video game that
Competition will be good.
franchise.
Competition will
I
be
know
good.
it's not going to overtake the NFL. NFL is its own entity, but I love that we have another option because it's a long way between NFL and college football. College football, NFL,
Right.
you got that lull. I mean, yeah, baseball season's back, and I love baseball, but every now and then I would like to watch a football game. So I think Vince McMahon really did his homework. He got the big guns out. He's got Fox Network. He's got I think ESPN, ABC are showing some games. I really think he did his homework. So I really hope he succeeds. So
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, um, my truthful and honest thoughts, I think the only issue right now for XFL, I think is a great product, but you need that star, that guy who's going to be that Stone Cold, that Rock. And right now, the XFL doesn't have that guy. Until they get that guy, or they find that guy, to carry the brand. And I think this is one part of the XFL that I think is brilliant. Is that until you find that guy that can kind of be the mouthpiece on the sideline. This is why I like the sideline reporting, because you got guys that are very entertaining on in football. You got, if you look at the Atlanta Falcons, when uh he's probably not a lot of popular now, but we had Eric Weems who just loved to talk. He could talk his ass off, and you got one right now.
We got Tech right now.
You got people that love to talk. You got a lot of people that love to talk, man. They're very good at talking, and Ken John Bonner is another one that who loves to talk. And until you get those guys, you find out these guys. This is the reason why they have the silent report, because one, it does two things. It allows them to kind of find a guy who they can market, and two, it allows again, find that guy and let the players be, I guess, them kind of sell themselves. You know what I mean? Kind of allow them to sell themselves and kind of market themselves and whatnot on the sideline. Come up with a wise crack, just something. It allows them to just be creative on the sideline instead of just being bland and listen to damn what's his name is NBC.
Chris Collinsworth.
I don't want to hear him, man. I don't want to hear Chris Collinsworth. Who want to hear to him. I want to see the players on the
Oh
field.
boy, there he goes.
Crap. That's
That's
what
a
we
good
want
one.
to see.
But you
We
know
want to
what?
see
I
these
will
people on
say
the
this.
sideline.
I will say this. Olajuwon put out a good play. Cardale Jones could be that mouthpiece because he's got a
Yeah,
good
I
team over
like
there.
Cardell. I love
There's
Cardell Jones.
also I don't want to get his name wrong. The quarterback from Houston, PJ Williams. He's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good one. So those guys could be a mouthpiece. But
Mm-hmm.
I think right now, Mike, I kind of agree with you. I think they're just kind of letting people get that exposure out the
Mm-hmm.
way. I think as you see as the weeks go on and people become more invested, I think you'll see some guys start to stand out, especially when you start to separate the contenders from the pretenders. Like I saw the Seattle game, and it looked like a Seahawk game. It looked like a
It really
Seahawk game.
did. It
Like, the
really
crowd
did.
was really into it. Like, you know, I like to see stuff like that. Like it's an alternative to the NFL. And like I said, XFL is not going to overtake the NFL. I don't want that. It's not going to happen. But to have an alternative to have an alternative to watch football for a lot of people, because I think it's good because a lot of people don't watch basketball or baseball. They're still hardcore football junkies. So I think this is a good alternative for them, especially
Uh,
after the AAF flop like it did. So
well,
I'm really hoping the XFL succeeds, and I'm gonna still watch
yep.
and hopefully they if it gets big enough, they do have an Atlanta team because I figure they'll have one in Atlanta because Atlanta's one of the biggest markets in sports.
I think they'll expand. I think
They'll expand, but
I think the
I
first
think
season is a dry run to see make sure that they're not going to be
yeah,
wasting money on stuff.
and I think they're trying to learn from what the AF did, and they're trying not to do what the AF did to make sure they don't flop.
I think what Vince McMahon's actually trying to do is learn from what he did the first time. Because
I mean, yeah, it's a combination.
one thing that people in wrestling circles know and know very well is Vince McMahon hates failure,
Yeah,
and he
and
hates
I think
failing. He
think
hates messing it up himself above all. If
I think
Vince
that's
can,
why
yeah,
he's having. I think that's why he wanted to have another run because
uh,
you know it
he wanted to
completely
run
look.
for
Let's
pride,
be
but
honest. It
he
completely
knew
flopped.
that football will. He wanted to
It
run for
completely
pride, but
flopped.
he knew football was money.
Let me say this too. This is another thing I like this as well. It gives ESPN a way to kind of give the guys who are not Stephen A. Smith a platform for themselves to kind of go be sideline reporters. Like this is this is almost like practice for them. Like this is
Yeah,
for me. I think this is a brilliant idea, man. And like with social media, I mean, I'm one. I am one. We are one to kind of be that that up and coming, that up and
Mm-hmm.
coming, journalists, podcast, sports enthusiasts, man, that kind of help build our own brand and whatnot. And you never know. We might get a damn call for ESPN and say, guess what? I like y'all channel. I like what y'all doing. You come here and interview people on the sideline for the XFL. So this gives so many more opportunities for up and coming, just up and coming stars. Just I like it, man. And like I said, if you want NFL, this is not quite the NFL, but it's still football.
well,
And it gives us something to look forward to outside of the NFL when the NFL is no longer here. You know what I'm saying? Because
well,
some people don't watch basketball. Some people don't watch basketball at all.
right.
They want football. This
Right.
is football.
Well, I will say this before we go over the results of the games. One of the things that is very big for the XFL, which you may help keep it in the forefront for the long run, is well, it's two things. One, you have players on the sidelines giving props. You got Todd Gurley's and other players. Out there supporting. That's big.
You know what?
And
And you know
then
what? I
but you
think that's
also one thing that people keep forgetting though is you got the talking heads of the big networks who are usually yes men talking about the rule implementations of the XFL and how they're actually positives for the game, like the kickoff changes, like letting them hit without without blatant. It's not a blatant target just because you hit them up here because that's human nature in football.
hmm And I think also with the fact that players from the NFL are supporting that, that's huge because you didn't really see that in the you didn't really see that in the AAF. You didn't see that. So to see guys from the big league coming down to give props to the guys in the XFL, that says a lot. So like I said, I really hope that it keeps going. I really do.
All right. So here we go. A sad Falcons fan asked, "What do we think about Macon, Georgia, or Athens, Georgia, having an XFL team?" I don't.
Shit. Hey, look.
I don't see it.
You know what? I was gonna say something about that. If they want to do something like that, come on down to C-Town, down I-80, 185, and put one down there. It probably won't last long. Hey, we can say we had football team down there.
That some bitch will be dead.
They're gonna steal that damn team, all right?
It won't last.
Columbus? In Columbus? Oh, it's dead. Nah.
It won't last time. But nope. I mean, because I remember they had the MBDL or whatever, the G League or whatever, and I remember Columbus had an actual team. It lasted like a year, and they folded. And then
that's right. We did at one time, but you know.
Yeah, the Columbus River Dragons. I remember the Columbus River Dragons.
Didn't we also have a baseball team at one time?
The Red Sticks. We had a baseball team, and we had a hockey team.
And the water moccasins, right?
Oh, they were called the Cottonmouths. Columbus
same shit, different day. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey man. That's when we was growing up. But like you said, I mean, and now I don't want to get off subject right now, but then I'm gonna come right back. That's the reason why they're moving the Morehouse to Muskegon game because money talks and bullshit walks, man.
It's also the atmosphere and environment of Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
becoming a Columbus is a kill box.
I want to ask you guys a question.
I wouldn't wish terrorists in Columbus, Georgia. They wouldn't survive. It's a kill box. It literally is.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about that because I could be all night with that stuff. We can keep.
Let me ask you guys something. Just right there. Do you think this right here?
Which one?
Right here.
The kickoff rules.
They're fire.
Just three quick.
They're fire.
I like them.
Fire.
I like the kick.
Yeah. What Kevin Hart said?
That's very innovative.
Get flames on them bitches. That fire.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good because the players that's receiving the kick. Because in the NFL, you're as a kick returner, you're worried about catching the ball and also getting hit. I mean, it's part of the game, but I'm sure it's in the back of a player's mind with that rule. They're kind of implementing safety as well. Because we all know the XFL is extreme, supposedly extreme, but implementing a rule like that, I think it's pretty cool. Looking out for the safety of the players, and I'm not saying the NFL should change.
Pat, I am hyped. Thank you very much. I sure am. I shot my dreads in this motherfucker. It was fire.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's something for them to look at, but I don't think they'll change it. But it could be at least something they do in the winter meetings.
I think that the kickoff rules for the XFL are safer, for one, and it actually highlights the big play if somebody can get loose because the opposing teams are literally 5 yards apart. The ball, they can't move until the ball either hits the ground for 3 seconds and stays on the ground for 3 seconds, or the receiver touches the ball. So that means it highlights the blocking because if you textbook block, you can open a hole for the return man to get through.
Yeah.
And it's safer because you're not coming at full speed from 40 yards away. You're at 5 yards away.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I think is going to be difficult. Dre, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And one of my favorite commenters of all time, because I know him very well, Joe B said it best.
Yeah. I mean, to me, and this is just my opinion, I think the most exciting play in football is a kickoff or punt return. To me.
Oh, I didn't know you couldn't kick it in the end zone. I did not know that part.
Yeah, you can't kick it in the end zone.
That's the thing. That's what I think is going to be interesting.
Wait, wow. Okay, I'm done.
And it's like I said, it's a lot of rules in the XFL that I like. Like I
Yeah.
said, they don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get the extra point, but you don't have to kick it. You have to actually go and get it, like the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. I like that. That's
Yeah, I do like
that's a good
like
rule.
the scoring. I do like the scoring.
I do like the scoring, and
table, right? Because no based on the way it is, no game is truly out of reach, which will
it's not.
it'll keep the action up because they're down by 10. Hold on, they just put up 9 points. What's up?
It was like, you know what? It was like that.
What's
it was
up?
Like it was like the Seattle Tampa Bay game when Tampa was up 6-0. I go in my room to get something, and I come back out and get ready to work. I come back out, and it's 14. It's like 14-9. I'm like, what the hell happened? It's like Mike, it's like Mike said. The flow and the pace of the game is cool. I love it. It's very fast paced.
This is one thing that I think is really, really. I think it's gonna be a negative as far as the rule is concerned. It having a chance to go to the NFL. Because we know the NFL is crazy about their numbers, man.
This could be a stepping stone for a lot of college players.
It could really, as far as quarterbacks are concerned, they love the stats for the court, and it will shorten the field. And you're not going to see those games where you're going to have close to 500 yards passing and whatnot, because the field is going to. Well, you got athletes like Tariq Hill. Bonner, all these type of guys, these spectacular return men, and it's much more dangerous in the XFL. These players, the return men are much more dangerous because they have opportunity. It's not as difficult to return in the XFL as it is in the NFL.
Right.
So that's the thing. It's like, do you want to sacrifice yards for exciting plays? Because they want to make sure that Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, and all these types of guys get 5,000 yards every single season. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think that's something that we really going to be a negative.
I forgot to mention the part where coordinators or head coaches can talk to the chosen player that has the mic.
Oh, I like that
for the entire play. It doesn't cut off at the 15 like it does in NFL until the ball is snapped.
That's just like
because I'm slightly petty, just a little bit. If you can't,
speak first.
And because I'm slightly petty, I love the fact that the sideline reporters can come up to you right after a play and get your thoughts. You just pick. How do you feel?
This is why.
Sucker.
This is why we can't do that because.
Oops.
I can't do that because especially if it's an interception or the guy drops the ball, he's very paid. I'm like, so hands and work.
Yeah, you got fingers out.
Exactly. So
I'm like, so the word is you were seeing ghosts.
Were like the water boy fighting on the sideline, bro, scrapping on the sideline with a player.
Right, because some of them.
It's just crazy, man.
I'm like catching eye jamming. Damn, Joe.
You're
cold as ice, my guy.
I love the all around atmosphere of the XFL, and like I said, hopefully it succeeds. But I got two things I want to say. There's a lot of Falcon faces in that XFL. Jerry Glanville Jr.
Yeah, it really worked.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jerry Glanville since. Damn, I haven't seen him in a while. And June
I see him in the CFL.
Exactly, Joe. Exactly, B. Exactly,
what Brian said.
You threw a pick six. What were you thinking about?
Hey, Brian, I know you're listening, and I know you're a Jets fan, so you're probably gonna jump on me for this. You sound like a quarterback when he talked about he was seeing ghosts. Sam Darnold, we can talk about
that's why I said it. So the word of the street is you were seeing ghosts out there. How do you? What's really going on? Wait. So you're telling me you're out there? You could not see the difference in jersey colors? I'm just. Are you colorblind? Should we get you tested?
Yeah. But right now, and then another thing.
I did love seeing Chow. I love seeing Norm Chow out there.
Norm Chow was there.
Old boy from the Air Raid. Air Raid guy.
Air Raid. Jim Zorn. Jim Zorn's the coach of the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks. Dragons.
Redskins.
Yeah, he used to coach the Redskins, and I think
and the Saints. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and what he on the Giants too? I want to say
Think so.
Kelvin Gilbert. Kevin,
I want to say this and get it
Gilbert,
out
yeah,
the way
Gilbert.
before y'all get to
Gilbert.
rolling all the way. I
Uh-huh.
want to say this and get it out the way. NFL, the XFL just proved to you that you screwed St. Louis over.
They sold out their first game.
They showed they complete ass. But St. Louis is not profitable. The XFL, Vince McMahon's league, they sold it out.
Sold out. And you know what? And honestly, they have a St. Louis has. I mean, everybody talks about DC and Houston, rightfully so, but St. Louis has a pretty.
St.
good
Louis
team.
got a little. St. Louis
They
got a
got a
little,
pretty
little
good team.
squad on them. They got a
They have
little
a pretty
squad.
good team. I mean, they really have a good team, and I think that the fact that they're about to get stupid paid from Cronkite in that lawsuit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, LaDonna.
And another thing I want to say before we move on. Can I apply for the replay coordinator job? They use the Xbox controller to show. Can I apply for that job? I'm just saying, like, I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm like,
That's all y'all do. That's it. That's
this dude got an instant replay with the Xbox controller. I'm like, I can do that.
That's because he was actually playing the game on his
right. Like, hey man, look, I can do that. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I hope that he was allowed to do that because Vince is that guy who will fire you like.
Well, you know what? They used it both weeks, so I'm pretty sure they got the.
Maybe. Well, I mean, if you
don't WWE have some kind of contract or agreement with Microsoft? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
And the NFL has a contract with Microsoft for their the Surface Pros and it's the preferred console of the NFL.
And I'm pretty sure
if they're using an Xbox controller, that usually means they have like a kind of like a debug software that they use in video games for cameras to do it that way.
Hey,
that
man,
way, the sideline cameras can be controlled like it's almost like a drone. You can control it that way, so you can run it back with the controller and pitch and yell.
And I'm pretty sure, you know what? And I'm pretty sure that they get paid, stupid paid to do. I'm not saying like stupid paid, but they get paid pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you boy. I'm about to send my resume to Vince. Be like, yo, what's up? Yeah. But I'm good, man.
We are supposed to be doing a recap, so.
Go ahead with the
DC Defenders and the New York Guardians played on Saturday. It was on ABC. The Defenders, Jesus Christ, DC looks like the winner of the title game already because they stomped them out 27-0.
DC looks like the best. DC looks like the best team in the XFL right now. Because I and I talked to you guys about it. I said that DC and New York is going to be a good game. When I woke up and saw the score, I was like, wow. So
yeah,
that's why
you were saying DC and New York was going to be a good game, but
I thought it was.
I don't think New York got off the bus.
I thought because the way that New York played against Tampa, the defense looked pretty good. But then again, like I said, you got to prove it on the field, and not on paper. So the way that DC just destroyed New York. They look like the favorite right now. I know all my Houston folks are going to be like, well, what about Houston? Houston's got a good team, but the way that DC is playing on both sides of the ball, and Mike says it all the time, they got chemistry. So if you got chemistry working for your team, they look like the favorite right now. They really do.
Yeah, well, the Seattle Dragons hosted the Tampa Bay Vipers on Saturday. It was on Fox, and the Dragons borrowed the Legion of Boom from the Seahawks and showed their asses 17-9 because I did catch pieces of that game and their crowd was always full.
Boy, Cam showed up. Like the crowd was.
Yeah, and also I want to say that as much as I love Aaron Murray, man, hang it up, bro. Hang it up.
Yeah.
Your quarterbacking days are over.
It feels like his head is not right for the game.
I didn't even see him play. They rotated 2 quarterbacks out, but I didn't even see him play that game. I didn't even see him play.
He gets happy feet in the pocket and his. I'm gonna be real. I saw something on Twitter, and we all three are diehard dogs, and something I seen on Twitter, and it's actually true. Aaron Murray is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in UGA history. Period.
He had a lot of talent surrounding him in Georgia. I will say that he definitely had a lot of freaking talent.
Somebody wore number 8. Somebody wore an 8 on his jersey.
Somebody. I think I know with him.
Yeah, I think he wore number 8.
Yeah, I think he had something to do with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
just a little
we
bit.
throw it to him. We throw it to him 40, 50 times a year. Yeah. I'm sure.
Your numbers gonna look good. Right. Okay, so Sunday's games. We had 2 games on Sundays because 2 games every weekend, which I actually like. It's a good chunk
Like
of
I said,
football, but it's not an
easy.
overload.
Yeah,
And I like that it's on 2 different days instead of one big ass day.
Right.
You know,
I think that's why Vince only did 8 teams to make the flow
Right.
easier. So it won't tire out.
So you can digest it in small chunks. I like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Sunday's game. First game was Dallas, the Renegades. They went on the road and they played the LA Wildcats, and I think they were in the Rose Bowl because I think that's where LA plays.
Yeah,
Well-
they played Rose Bowl.
Well, the Renegades shot them some Wildcats. They shot them down 25-18, and the Seattle. Oh, I'm sorry, Seattle. I just talked about this team and I called them the wrong team.
St. Louis.
St. Louis Battlehawks went on the road to face the Houston Roughnecks, and they got roughed up 28-24.
Well, it wasn't that bad. That honestly, to me, that was the best game.
Radio voice wordplay. I'm sorry. I got my mic.
But yeah,
snapped, so
I
had to
hear
be a
you.
radio voice.
But that probably to me was the best
Joe
game.
B, don't make me come over there and shake you. Bro.
I'm not paying
It's
attention.
never to hell with Georgia. Sir.
I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention to him. But
Thank you, LaDonna. Thank you, LaDonna. I was gonna get him. So that guy that used to be a tight end in Carolina, the Panthers. Sorry, Daniel. Midget. He's not y'all's no more. He's up in Seattle. 1 year, $7 million. He could not pass up the chance to play with Mr. Sierra. Russell Wilson.
Now you call him Mr. Sierra, bro?
Man, hey, have you seen Sierra? I'd be Mr. Sierra if she let me. God dang. But
he about to pop again.
He loved Washington. He loved what was it? Buffalo, I think that was the other place.
Washington, Buffalo, and Seattle were the 3. He negotiated with.
He said he loved the other 2 teams, but he said he felt extremely comfortable
He wants to compete
in Seattle, and that he just could not pass up the opportunity to.
I don't think he could
play.
Yeah, I
one
think
year. It's literally a 1 year, $7 million prove it. Well, and it's not even a prove it deal. It's really here 1 last year for you to ride out into the sunset. Be on a competitive team.
Yeah. My only and it's like what Talk Sports said, if somebody can bring up that comment.
Gotcha.
It's a good pickup if he stays healthy. That's my biggest knock on Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
He can't stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, he could be another target for Wilson.
Well, he's old as Methuselah. His social security number is 4.
What that gonna do tonight is rag on old folks, okay?
Wait. What's Dallas's old tight end? What's his name?
Jason Witten.
His social security number is 3.
No, that bitch is number 1. He's number 1, goddamn. He's number 1.
No, that's Moses.
No. You know who's number 1? You know who's number 1? Frank Gore's social security number is number 1.
Oh, hey! I like.
I like Gore, but
I like Frank, but he is old as hell.
He's a little long.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been playing since.
Wow.
Eesh.
Yeah. So, LaDonna, you got something for us? Because there ain't much else to talk about with Jimmy. Oh, yes. So, I have seen a few comments, and I need to address them because it is that time of the show. Did we get rid of Freeman? Yes. Freeman is gone. He will not be coming back. Any other questions? There was something about Austin Hooper. If we or won't we?
Let me say this. Look, people. How many fucking videos I'm have to make to tell you motherfuckers? Okay. How many, Anthony? I've made this video 3 times already. Okay. I've said this 3 times. It doesn't matter if we like them. Every team who wants to compete, you can't keep everybody who you like. We've paid everybody on the offensive line just about. We paid Mack. We drafted Lindstrom, McGarry. And look, for one, Mack Matthews, that's $100 million right there for those guys. 50 million for Mac, and then you got 60 million for Matthews. How much money do you want to pay for the offensive line? We just gave Julio another 60 million.
Good question. That's great.
Like,
That's a great question.
Seriously, how many times are we going to sit up here and worry about the offense? We need to be focused on the defense. And whether we like it or not, like I said, this is going to be quick. But Austin Hooper is not a one-on-one guy. He's a guy that we use to fill the void in zones. That's what he's best at.
He's a safety blanket. He's a safety blanket tight end. He's not a grunt. He's
That's all
So
he is.
basically what you're saying. So my question to you guys is, he's not in the same realm as, say, a Kittle or a Kelsey.
No,
he's not a playmaker. He's not a playmaker.
No, he's not a one-on-one. I will get the ball on a slant and plow through somebody. But he is a what is Tom Brady's number one receiver use? What is his name? I can't remember. Edelman. He's an Edelman type. He will find a hole in the zone, sit down on a route, and if Matt Ryan needs a bailout, he's got one.
Yeah, that's it.
Now
he's a safety blanket.
Now, because we our number one caller is on the air and he is seeming to pester us, I'm going to put him on the air for y'all, and he can state his case, so I don't have to come suplex his.
This great best friend right here, man. That should be.
Hey, my friend. He like you.
All right, Angelon, what you
got? You know what? He got mad at you because you was knocking Trey. You was knocking Trey Young. Something you said about Trey Young. He got back on the phone.
He'll be all right. What you got? Angelon? Come on. You said you was here.
Hello.
Come on, boy.
Oh boy, here we go. Huh. Is it not? What?
All right.
He's talking, but I don't. It's not. It don't want to come through right now. I got to figure that one out. Is Dre still dunking? So while we try to figure this out, Dre, you still gonna dunk because you seen Chris Paul dunk? Oh, and Fredo, Keanu Hill will be cut. By the way,
I got a story for that, but that will be on my party shot. So.
Wow, did he really just say is Dre still dunking? Man, Dre ain't dunked since 13 years old. Okay, stop.
You see how my brothers treat me, man. You see how they treat me. So much hate, man. I'm trying to tell you, so much hate.
I know my knees gone, but Dre still haven't figured that out.
Yeah, my bad. That was my fault.
Hey man, Chris Paul gave me hope. That's all I got to say. So, but as far as
Dre said he got one good jump in him, so he might as well try to use that to dunk.
I got one good jumper left. I got one left. I do have one left. But I will talk about that on the parting shots because I don't want to mess up the flow.
Oh.
Because it's a whole funny story down that one. So, but with the NFL cuts and the free agent fallout, I mean, I heard a lot of things. I go to Twitter and I just scroll and stuff like that. The biggest thing I heard was, the Raiders are inquiring about Derek Carr because I think, they're trying to make a move to get Tom Brady because, with the big move to Vegas, the Raiders are trying to be relevant again. There also are rumors that Odell Beckham might want to get traded to Vegas if Brady goes. It's like one big domino. So, I mean, I don't know. We talked about this last week. Phillip Rivers is no longer a Charger. He's gone. Todd Gurley's, they're discussing Todd Gurley being moved. It's a lot of stuff going on. So, I mean, what do you guys, Mike, I know Dex is trying to work the phones, but what do y'all think with the whole, because it's like Brian said, free agency starts in 35 days. The combine is, I think, next month or in April. So, even though the Super Bowl was over a couple weeks ago, NFL still kind of warm a little bit. So, what do y'all think? That's pretty much my opinion. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. So, what do y'all think? Oh, and that guy in New Orleans is coming back.
Oh Lord. That's who I call Methuselah, by the way. Let me just say this, man. At some point, you got to realize that you're 40 years old.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to realize it.
Yeah.
And these two guys, they've had wonderful careers. They've won championships, but I just don't understand why you continuously put yourself through that. You got kids at home. I know you want a little bit more money. Who wouldn't want one more paycheck? But I think this is probably one of the worst decisions the Saints have ever done. And the reason why is not because I want them to suck. They suck anyway. But it's this is one of the worst decisions because you're not allowing your team to move on. You cannot. You have to understand at some point that this dude is 40 years old. Where is your backup plan? Where's the backup plan? How many times you just gave a damn receiver $20 million? How many times you gonna continue to do this?
You know what? And you know what?
To win one more, to win one more, just to win one more. Like, come, like you're gonna be so you're gonna suck. You're going to suck for the next 5 to 10 years, and they'll guarantee that this will happen again. Yet you're willing to hang in for one more year for a guy that may not even he may not even be good this year. Like, why you continue to put yourself through that?
All right, so
I don't.
I got that. I got that worked out. Y'all ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, Jelon, you on the air? What you got?
Speak up, boy.
I think I got really disrespected by when y'all said I wasn't the best commentator.
Disrespect. But boy, if you don't sit,
I know, man. Look, for the record, I don't disrespect nobody unless it's
I
warranted.
think I deserve a title to my name. When you think
who are you, Birdman? You want some respect on your name? You want some respect on your name? What you got, boy?
Hey, look. Hey, look.
I mean, he hang up on you.
Hey, look. If he keep going, I'm gonna be like Charlemagne. Keep going. I'm gonna be like Charlemagne.
I hate when you always talk about Ken John Barney.
Why?
He's not the guy.
He's
I
a kick.
didn't know
He's
this guy
a
until
kick.
I looked on the Falcons Instagram page.
He's a kick returner, bro. We use him as a kick returner. He does nothing else for us but kick returner and third string running back. What more do you want from the man?
The man's not a starting running back, bro.
Let me explain something to you. As someone who played football, his role is called a specialist. He's used for certain situations, and that alone. Nothing
Can I say
else.
something real quick?
Go ahead, Drake.
Go ahead, Uncle Drake.
I just want to say something real quick, and I'm gonna let you guys have it. Devin Hester is one of my favorite guys to watch.
I hate when y'all overrate this guy.
Overrate who?
Who's overrating him? He's a kick returner. How's that overrating him?
That's not
you
overrating.
act like we're saying he's replacing Julio or something. Come on, man.
That's his job. He's a kick. You know what? This is why I wanted to say. This is why I wanted to say what I wanted to say. This is why I said what I wanted.
Oh my god!
This is all I wanted to say. I wanted to say this. Devin Hester is one of my favorite players. I'm gonna let him finish. Because
Go ahead. Yeah, because I want to hear this too. So we can so I can counterpoint this.
He was still talking. I didn't want to overtalk him, so I'm gonna let him have this moment.
When Chuck Smith meat rides Tack McKinley.
Are you?
That's going to be my part. When we start talking about the Falcons, I got something to say about that dude. You little shit. You know why you said that. You know I've been going off on him.
Don't.
Y'all see my look.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Agelon. We'll discuss this in a bit.
Look. Hold on. Y'all see my face, right?
Hey,
he knows what he knows. Fellas, exactly what he's doing.
Down.
No.
You know exactly what he's doing.
Side note, Henry, you're a part of this network, sir. So you gonna take whatever you get.
Like
you ain't Who That Nation no more. You strictly prohibited network. You better get your
right,
boy.
Look.
You big dummy.
I'm about to be like, look. I'm about to be like Kanye and be like, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what? I'm gonna let. Is he still on the line? I'm gonna let him finish. And when he's done, I want to offer a retort when he's done. So if he's still on the
Go ahead.
line,
Yeah. So
let him talk.
please finish, Ajalon, so we can offer.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, this is a bait, so we're going to offer a friendly retort once you finish.
All right, I'm just going to say this, and then I'm out. Joe Burrow's a bum. I hope he dies in the Cincinnati game.
Whoa. No.
Not
No.
actually him, dog.
No.
I'm talking about.
Nah, we don't do that around here, bro.
Nah.
We don't do that around these parts.
Now you can talk trash all you want. You can even troll, but anything that resembles
We don't do
personal
that.
attacks,
We don't
we're
do that
not
around
gonna
here.
do.
We don't wish.
not
We don't wish.
condone the actions
We
of
don't wish
Adrian
death.
Taylor.
Look,
We do not condone it.
Yeah, we talk trash. We talk trash, but we do not wish injury and death on the player.
Now to what you had to say. His career may not survive in Cincinnati anyway because it's Cincinnati.
And I want to talk about that too. So I'm gonna let him finish though.
And AJ Green needs to get out of there.
AJ Green's gone. He's gone.
Devontae Freeman. I looked at his post. He had some disrespectful people in there. He gave us some moments, but trash Falcons fans don't appreciate it. And I'm gonna miss that kid. Even when he can't even get 2 yards, I'm gonna miss him. And Chuck Smith, Chuck one. Joe Burrow, I hate him.
Watch your mouth.
I hate him.
All right. Well, that's all. That's about all the time. Because we have to, establish a flow to this nice little thing we call Red Cup Rants, because we are actually growing as a network. So we are actually growing with sponsorships. I have to move on, and we're going to retort. I appreciate you calling in. You can go back to, making your comments in the chat, but
thank you,
I gotta let you off the line, Ajalon.
Hey,
and,
man,
we appreciate you. However,
people.
Uncle Dre.
Hold on. No. We got 24 people in this thing right now. All right, at
Uncle
least
Dre.
that.
Let Mike go.
No.
Let Mike go.
Don't let Ajon be the only one calling in. I know you guys have a phone. Bring y'all asses in here and say what you got to say.
Oh,
y'all been asking.
No, Mike, don't worry about it. They scary. They scared.
I know
it's three big black men who's gonna get them. We gonna talk bad about them. We gonna make fun of their opinions when they say stupid shit.
I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to be.
You know what? Good. Hold on. Let me be real with you. What it is they got three big black men though that they don't want to hear telling this.
Hold on.
Big dummy.
Hold on.
Hey, is this a troll? What is troll at?
Not chill. Don't worry about that. I'll handle that. So, Uncle Dre, go ahead and retort, because go ahead.
Yo, mama. All right, yo, mama. How about that?
Hey, Jalon, don't get yourself kicked out of here, bro.
Nah, it's him and there's another guy I see over there.
No, that's what Dre. That's what I'm talking about.
The Mason Turner guy. Oh yeah. I saw that, but I saw that, but I wasn't gonna go. We ain't gonna do that.
Oh, I'm gonna get low. I can definitely get low. I can get low with the best of them.
I mean, he on your channel, Mike. Yours.
No, don't put that on me. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never seen that in my life.
Okay. Anywho, Uncle Dre, you said you wanted to retort. The floor is yours.
I got a couple things I want to say. Number one, he talks about.
Hey, Jalon, chill with that. Chill with that. No more of that. No more of that.
Don't get blocked, bro. Don't get blocked. I know
don't get a whooping, Jalon. Don't get a whooping.
Please don't. So, but what happens is that, to me, I want to say one thing. He talks about Kenyon Barter. There's a guy that used to play for the Falcons that wore number 17, and I thought he was probably one of the greatest punt returners in NFL history, to me and Devin Hester.
Slevin Devin.
Yeah, Devin. But Devin Hester couldn't play a position on our team. We tried him at wide receiver, it didn't work. We tried him at cornerback, it didn't work. So guess what he was?
He couldn't even play running back. It
He
didn't
couldn't
work.
even play. I mean, every now and then you can do a screen or a sweep or something like that, but his main job was to do what? Return kicks. That was his job. He was a specialist. So the
Hello?
fact of the matter is, we're harping on Kenyon Barner like he's some
Hello?
sort of player is crazy. Like, come on.
Hold on, do we have a caller?
Yeah, we got a caller.
And then,
Just,
and then
you-
I'm gonna say
just a second,
things.
caller. We're gonna let Dre retort. Then I'm gonna bring you on the line.
Right. Then I got one more thing to say. The whole Burrow situation. I know a lot of people said that, there's rumors going around that he's going to probably pull Eli Manning, what Eli Manning did when he didn't want to play for San Diego and he forced the trade to New York. There's a lot of rumors saying that Joe Burrow might do the same thing. So we'll see. But that's all I got to say. So come on, Carl. Come on into the lines then.
Bring your ass in here. Bring your ass in here.
All right. So, with that being said, we have a caller from Somerville, New Jersey. Caller, state your name and go ahead and see if you're ready for this fire.
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, my name is Xavier Littman. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Y'all can hear me?
Oh yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
You're loud and clear, bro. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome.
Okay, hi. I just want to say what's up to the fellas.
What happening?
How you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
And also too, it's a little lagging. I said that already.
Yeah. It do that. It do that every so often. It do that.
Yeah.
All right.
We're working through it. We're
I've
working
been
through it.
listening to y'all for like a year. All right, fellas. How y'all doing?
All right.
I've been listening to y'all for about a year and a half. I am calling from Jersey, but I'm born and raised from Georgia, Grady baby. And
Oh, yeah.
just wanted to get a little more insight, being that I'm all the way up here, just about the collective bargaining agreement that's coming up soon and how that may affect the
Good
cap
question.
for the Falcons.
Mad Mike, this is your topic.
Some of the
Yeah.
recent roster moves that I've been hearing about, as far as in Freeman, Keanu, different releases and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna take up too much of you guys' time. But I just wanted a little more insight on that.
Mike, that's your forte, Mike. So go ahead and give it to him.
All right.
Well-
Before Mike gets on that, we appreciate you calling in. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to tune in to us. So we
Yes, sir.
appreciate you rocking
Yes,
us with us.
Absolutely,
as long as you
man. Hey,
have.
man. Wait. He said a year. You've been listening to us for a year. Wow, that's
Yeah,
Well, I
man,
appreciate
man,
it. We truly appreciate it.
Real
Man,
for real.
daps and handshakes and
Thanks,
daps
man.
and pounds, my guy. We appreciate that. Now,
That's
Mike,
real
Mike,
talk.
this your topic.
It's your
You know
forte,
I
though,
hate
Mike.
numbers.
On you, bro.
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. Damn,
Year and a half.
man.
Wow.
You've been
Yeah.
rocking with us
Appreciate
since,
that, man.
since day one.
Hey, man, look, we need to send that man a shirt or a coffee mug or
Because I'm all
something.
the way in Jersey, so this is pretty much the only outlet I have. Because
Right,
I'm not
right.
down in the A at the moment.
I feel you. Well, we appreciate you rocking with us that
Appreciate
long.
it, man.
We're gonna have to figure
For real,
something out,
for
man.
real. Truly
We
appreciate
appreciate you rocking with us that long.
We're gonna send you something though, man. For real.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
hit one of us up, man.
We'll
send you
figure it out.
something.
We'll get with you
We'll
after the
figure it out.
show. We'll get with you after the show and we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Mike,
Good job.
yeah,
Dude, that's enough for payment for me.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Already, man. For
All
real.
right, now I'm gonna do this in strictly Red Cup rant style. Mike, you know I don't do numbers. I
Mike,
ain't no
it's yours, man.
mathematician. I
It's
don't
on
do
you.
algebra. I barely do phonics, my guy. So I can do 1 + 1, but that's about it. I don't know nothing about no CBA.
And
None
even
of that.
that's
I just
wrong.
like Rich McKay. All right, you got it.
Hey, it's really this simple. It's really this simple. Being that this is the last year of the CBA, right now, until they come up to an agreement as to what the new agreement will be, they cannot re- they cannot release or cut anyone who is currently on a roster. So anyone who is already on this team or are already a free agent, they have been I forget what day it was. On free agency, actually, the end of the season
March.
began.
Ryan
Those guys.
said free agency starts in 35 days. He said 35 days.
So right, so those guys, the end of the season already has already been gone. Those guys, that's why you're seeing guys like Greg Olson. These guys have already pretty much come to an agreement with teams that they will move on. But anyone who's currently on a roster as of right now cannot be released, being that this is a last season, a last year, the last year of the CBA. So you won't see a ton of moves until they come up with an agreement that
Okay,
they
okay,
are
Mike.
comfortable.
Mike, I got
They
everything.
won't, it's,
I
it's
got
really that simple.
Mike.
It's really that simple. So
Mike.
don't
I
get
got
used to it.
I got the NFL important dates pulled up for you from the NFL operations page.
Mm-hmm.
February 11th at noon, New York time, NFL clubs may begin to sign players whose 2020 CFL contracts have expired. Under players under contract to a CFL club for the 2020 season or who have an option for the 2020 season are not eligible to be signed, like you said, because the CBA is up, up this year. If you in, you in. You can't be moved
Mm-hmm.
yet. Uh, the 25th, the 25th is the first day for clubs to designate franchise or transition players. The combine, Dre, which you talked about, is the 24th of this month, next week, in 6 days to the 2nd of March. The deadline for tagging players, franchise or transition, is March 10th. And on March 16th, you're able to negotiate with players that have an agent. Unrestricted free agents and blah blah blah. Player contracts that ended in 2019 are technically free agents on March 18th at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So the guys that you seeing on the roster right now, get used to seeing them until they come to an agreement with the new CBA. So it's going to be slow. You might see guys like Greg Olsen and whatnot, who's already free agents. These guys are going to be signed, but for the most part, it's going to be slow until they come up with an agreement.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also I want to say something as well. There still is a possibility of a lockout. They talked about
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
They can't come to agreement, and
If they can't
you
get
know,
shit right now.
we know Twitter's not a reliable source, but they're talking about that the lockout could last longer than a year. It could last 1 or 2 years, depending on what's going on. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get very, very ugly because the players want to get paid, and rightfully so, they should get paid. So,
Hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. Hydrate.
but you know what? And this is why I think the XFL will thrive, especially if the NFL decides to have a lockout. I think this is what the NFL can thrive. Not the NFL. The XFL can thrive if the NFL decides to strike.
Yeah.
So that's something. That's something else you gotta.
Right.
That's something
Because
you gotta. Go ahead.
because I agree with you because for players like us who we never really played because we thought we were gonna make it big. We played because we love to play fucking football. Players that love to play fucking football may go play at the XFL just to continue to play football to keep their skills sharp. If the NFL locks out, the XFL is gonna be.
They're gonna thrive.
Oh man,
They're really gonna thrive. They're really gonna thrive. But with the whole thing about NFL players going to play in the NFL in the XFL, I don't know about that one because they're still under contract, and also you don't want a major NFL player to get injured and then lose out on money. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But then again, I've seen stranger things. So,
But yeah, unless these guys are comfortable, unless teams are comfortable coming up with in negotiating with players that are already under contract, or they're comfortable with the rules. Players are comfortable with making the money that's under this CBA. You will see those moves, but players who want to wait for the next potential deal, those are the players that you may not see.
yeah, I agree with you. A lot of contract players, they won't play in the XFL because they're trying to get paid. But I know the call's still online. I'm gonna let the caller talk because I know he's trying to talk.
No, he already got off. He got off.
Okay, I didn't know. I heard something in the background, but
I did too. But
you're not going to see a lot of contract players playing because they still want to get paid. So they'll still idly buy and just wait until the NFL, decides with the CBA. Now, I will say this: if the NFL strike goes past a year, then you might see some of these players from the NFL say, "You know what? Let's go down to the XFL." Just like you said, sharpen the skills. I've seen stranger things. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. And then on top of that, how would that work out as far as because the NFL players do have contracts. How would that work out if an NFL player decides to cross the line and go play in the XFL? How would that work out? It'll be like a real life replacement movie. Like, would the NFL stop them from playing in the XFL?
They can.
I mean, because they have stipulations in contracts.
Legally they would not be able to unless there is verbiage in the contracts that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
signed
that's what I'm
that
saying. Like, it's in their
states otherwise.
contract. Yeah, if it's in their contract, then they can't do it. But
Yeah, right.
But
That's what I'm saying.
because of the fact that the XFL is just now returning,
right.
Nobody's contracts on the books right now has something that states you can't go play for other leagues. This isn't
Right.
this isn't college where you have eligibility. So you went to go play over there, and what you gonna do about it?
And it's like you said, it's all verbiage. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not saying all teams does it, but I'm pretty sure some teams, owners, they have their players saying, if we do go on strike, you're gonna sit and not do anything football wise until we get this figured out. So
All right. So, LaDonna, I think it's time for a little bit of controversy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's time. Hold on.
Got him! Got him!
hey, before we get into that, Brian and Sean brought up good points. They said that in order for NFL players to play in any other league, they have to get a waiver. And then Sean said that if they do, they would be breaching contract. So that's pretty much what we said. So they wouldn't be able to play in the XFL.
They're not in breach of contract if there's no
they're breach of the
CBA.
CBA. It's two things that they have. You have to get one. You got to get permission not only from the NFL, but you got to get permission from the CBA. Because this is a
and then
from the Players Association.
Right, and also Brian said that you got to get a waiver. So that basically saying that if you get injured in the XFL game, the NFL is not liable, or the team that you play for is not liable to keep paying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we know that Lord Goodell would sign that with a quickness. Oh, you gonna go play over there? Cool. Get hurt. Don't care.
I tell you what, they do something like, especially if the star players do that. I'm not saying the star players will do that, but if they start doing that, the NFL will lose a lot of money.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say that's gonna happen because some star players will just ride the pine and just wait. But I've seen things happen. So
now,
but about football,
now the reason why I put
round ball.
Now the reason why I played that clip that I played, because it's one of my favorite sound bites of all time, is because something happened All-Star weekend. Shit just didn't feel right. None of it. The 3-point shootout, Trey came out and laid an egg. The skills contest was won by a big man.
Wait, who won the skills contest?
Bam Adebayo from Miami, I believe.
Okay, because I didn't catch that. I only caught the 3 points because I was at work. I only caught
the finals was a forward. It was like two forwards, like two power forwards. It was in the finals. I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah. I caught the slam dunk contest.
And then the slam dunk contest. I'm of the belief where I don't feel like Aaron Gordon was completely robbed. However, you couldn't take it.
I don't think he was robbed at all.
I don't think you could take it, but I don't think you could take it from Jones either.
I think he got robbed. I think Gordon got robbed.
The reason why I don't think he was completely robbed is because you can't take it from Jones. Like, they both showed the fuck up and showed out. Now, if they would have made co-champs, which is what they should have done, that would have been a perfect decision.
I'd rather, you know what? As much as I thought Aaron Gordon got robbed, I did not want it to end at the top. I didn't. I didn't want
yeah, but at the same time, once you go so far, you kind of run out of.
I didn't like that. I didn't like this 7'5" dunking over. I didn't like that. I didn't think that was
Me,
creative.
not to mention the fact to where me and Kim watched with me. She is recovering. For those who do care, she is determined to be on the show on Thursday. So I need y'all to tune in to Champagne Conversations. Kim watched with me, and she even said it when it was live before they showed the replays. He didn't clear Taco. He clipped him in the back of the neck. You can see him. You can see Taco wince up and lean forward. He did not clear him, which is why he lost points. Now, if he cleared him clean, oh yeah, you got robbed all day. Oh my God, yeah, I'll be right there with you. Hey, bro, that's Gordon's, but you didn't clear him.
You know what I blame? You know what I blame for all this? I blame the judges. And Joe B's on the line, and we had this conversation for about an hour, where I said that I felt that Jones was being repetitive with his dunks.
Yeah.
Yes,
I thought it was repetitive.
I do agree with something Joe B just said. I do agree with this. That
he got robbed in that one too.
Yes,
he got robbed.
But he did get robbed. He did get robbed in that one. But his performance then was much better than Saturday night. Much better.
But you know what? But you know what? That wasn't a drop off. Gordon still came with the heat. It's not a drop.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. The reason why Jones didn't get robbed is because a lot of Jones's dunks were so quick and powerful that a lot of people missed them.
But they were repetitive.
He didn't have no.
They were repetitive.
No, they weren't.
They were repetitive. They were repetitive.
Jones's dunks weren't repetitive.
Hey, this look. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with Joe. I'm with Sean. I'm with y'all. But you can only put it between the legs 3 or 4 times before you get tired of it. The one off the backboard, and me and Joe B had this conversation. We disagreed till the fucking dogs came home. He said the reason why that Jones had a better dunk is because he had somebody that wasn't in the NBA throw the ball to him. And I disagreed. It didn't matter if Dwayne Wade was throwing him the ball. It didn't matter if LeBron James was throwing him the ball. He was still going to get a 50 because the dunk was good. It was a good dunk. It was a good dunk. So that whole he had somebody from that wasn't playing in the league throw the ball to him, that's irrelevant to me because he still was going to get the 50. He still was going to get it. I don't blame Jones. I don't blame Gordon. I blame the judges because they was handing out 50s like candy. They were handing out 50s like candy because Jones did the same in between the legs dunk 3 different times. And the only reason why
that's exactly like the WWE. And every time we have a good match, everybody say, "This is awesome." No, it's not awesome. It's just a very good. It was just a very good dunk. And
it was a good dunk. It was a good dunk. But
the thing is how many times did you see Jones repeat? Actually, have to go back because he missed and retry.
That's another reason.
That does matter. That does matter.
This is why I said this is the judge's fault, and I agree with what Sean said. He said it in the group. He said they should start taking points off for doing the same dunk. I agree with him. I did.
I have to correct you. That's not the same dunk because the way you set up a dunk matters. The way you set up, the way you gather matters because you can come off 1, you can come off 2, you can come off split leg, you can come off many different ways, and that adjusts how that will factor into how high you get, how hard you can go.
It looks the same. You're talking about the technical aspect, and a lot of people are not technical.
But all the judges but one were former players, so they understand the technicalities of it.
I understand that.
But besides my boy Wakanda, who up there didn't play basketball.
I understand what you're saying, but it didn't matter where he threw it from. It don't matter where he caught it from. It was the same dunk. It was the same dunk. He threw. I went back and watched it because I took Joe B's advice and I went back and watched. He did the between the legs dunk 4 times. How many times you gonna do it until you be like, bro, we get it. You can put it between your legs. We get it.
But the question was how many times did he go between the legs, like during the dunk? Because I counted a couple dunks where he did more than one rotation between the legs.
It was like 4 or 5 times, and I said it. Like I was like, wow, the one he did where he did the reverse between the legs, I said it was clean dunk. The one he threw it off, the dude threw it off the backboard. I mean, let's be clear. That wasn't the best off the backboard between the legs dunk. Jason Richardson's dunk in 2004 was better than that. So
let me ask you
I
this:
mean,
were
he
the,
threw
play,
it himself.
were the players impressed with the dunks?
Yeah, the players were, but it all goes back to what. It all goes back to the judges. It all goes back to the judges.
Can the play can the other players do some of the stuff they were doing?
Dwayne Wade did. That's why the reason why we're talking about this now.
Dwayne Wade did, but at the same time, Dwayne Wade gave tens for it. So,
and this is why I said that. This is why I said that the judges.
Really, LaDonna? Really, you doing this to me right now? Okay. Breaking news: Cam Newton should be traded after March 18th. God.
We don't give a fuck.
And then on top of that, Joe B's comment, he said, we just gonna have to disagree on that because we gonna have to disagree on that because it don't matter who was throwing the ball. It could have been Michael Jordan throwing the ball.
No, the question is not who threw it. The question is did he have to retry the dunk?
No. He said that Joe B, comment here, he said it right here. He said it does matter. He had a non-athlete throw it on the first time. It doesn't matter who threw it.
What about this one? What about that one? You see the part where it missed an attempt? Missed attempts. But a missed attempt takes away from the shock and awe of seeing it the first time.
But this is why I said what Sean said. When repetition and misses, the judges should have started taking away points on repetition and misses. They did though.
They'll never take away for repetition because you can't just say each dunk is the same. Unless you taking off from the exact same spot at the exact same angle at the exact same speed, it's not the exact same dunk.
Well, what about this one then? He messed up and still got a 50. Jones messed up and he still got a 50.
He tried to dunk from the free throw line and he was a step over, but he still made it.
It still don't matter though.
It matters.
And this one right here, Joe B. I know that's your boy and everything, but
yeah. You want to brought up Jada Rich. I'm just saying, and he just saying
no. But I'm saying Joe B. Throwing it off the backboard by yourself and catching it by yourself in one motion. That was way harder.
Thank you, LaDonna. I appreciate that.
That was way harder than
LaDonna, you know you my girl, right? You know you my girl. Because I think we need a little breather from this round ballness because we can agree to disagree all day. How about we go to something we all agree on? Drake, it's your turn, brother.
Nah, I mean, let me calm down a little bit. Anyway.
There you go.
Dre boy, he took a hard damn breather. He said,
I had to, man. I had to because I mean, but we'll get back to the All-Star game. But the Wilder Fury 2 thing.
No. Go back 1 second. I want to say this, man. I want to say this because I got another. I got to say this. I know you son of a bitches love your Giannis, and I know you love, AD, and I know you guys love your guys. I understand that you love your guys. You want to see your guys in the All-Star game.
Are you talking to players? Or are you talking to the fans? Or are you talking to the coaches?
I'm talking about the damn coaches.
I knew this was coming. You talking about the fourth quarter? You talking about that last quarter of the All-Star game, the closing moments?
Yeah. That was an absolute despicable. Like, how the hell do you not have two of the best players, young players, in the fourth quarter? You just took them out.
Because Kyle Lowry. Because Kyle Lowry. That's his player, Nick Nurse, Kyle Lowry. It is what it is.
It's just not solely trade. They took out Luka too. Yeah. Luka didn't get no play.
I noticed that.
They are the stars of the new NBA.
Both of the new faces of the league were not in at the final stretch of the game.
We just lost Kobe. We just lost Kobe. We looking for stars. What the you thinking?
Better yet, Gianna's favorite player to watch was not allowed to play in the final stretch of the game.
Woo.
I will say this though. I will say this about that. And Joe B, we cool, man. This is one of those things we're gonna have to agree to disagree because we're never gonna see eye to eye on this. So I'm gonna let that one go. Now with the All-Star game in general.
He fucking trash on goddamn Kyle Lowry. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to see his ass. Who the hell wants to see Kyle Lowry?
And I said it. Me and Joe B talked about that game. The fact that Team Giannis, they had closers, but they were all on the bench.
Who?
Jimmy Butler, Trae Young, Jimmy Butler.
Okay, Jimmy Buckets
Jimmy
and
B
Trae,
was on the bench. So
Embiid was on the court because he shook the shit out of LeBron there with the Harlem Shake.
You know what?
I watched that in replay for a while.
I gotta give respect to Embiid because when he really puts his mind to it, he can be one of the most dominant big men.
It's off Twitter trolling all the damn time.
Yeah,
or
trying to get Rihanna.
All the time. He got exposed for having the burner account. So I mean, but the fact of the matter is, with all that being said, the All-Star game to me, if I was to do a top 5, that'll be number 2 behind the 2001 All-Star game.
Yeah, I love it. Except for ending the game on a fucking free throw, the game was fire.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it happened. But you know what?
Did you hear it in your own voice? You was like,
it wouldn't have ended on if it wouldn't have ended on a free throw. If damn Kyle Lowry didn't foul him, it was Kyle Lowry's fault. Like Sean Harrison said, Kyle Lowry is the reason why they lost that game because he pulled on.
Don't give Sean no clout. He a network member. Don't give him no clout. He can get his clout on Saturday nights on the Hodgepodge show.
We cool, man. Me and Sean cool, man. He all right.
He can get his clout on Saturday nights on the Hodgepodge show right here on Strictly Prohibited Network.
I also agree with what Joe B said.
Man, I just can't get the comment right here. Can't get it. I'm sorry,
right here.
All right,
I think
all right,
a lot of players can play.
All right,
this one right here. That one right there.
Jimmy Buckets ain't been healthy for weeks. They said Luka ain't been healthy for weeks. So, but
I think that's what me and Joe talked about it the other night. I think a lot of players, I mean, they love playing an All-Star game,
right?
But I think a lot of guys are ready for that second run, the playoff run.
But I did notice one thing: the players aren't exactly. They didn't exactly understand the difference between the old All-Star game and the new All-Star game because you notice they didn't get serious until the fourth quarter.
No, I disagree because if you watch the All-Star game enough to know that the first 3 quarters are just something for the fans to show off, but that fourth quarter is when they're pride in. That's why I said if you watch that 2001 All-Star, I'm gonna load it up tonight. Watch them last couple minutes of that All-Star game. You see guys like Kobe and Stephon Marbury and Allen Iverson. Those guys was ready to play. Even the 2001 game, even the 2003 game with the great Michael Jordan hit that fadeaway over Shawn Marion. You can't tell me them guys was ready to play. Yes, and this is why I said that the NBA run laps around the MLB and the NFL as far as doing games like this is because they know how to market the game and their teams. Nobody who watches the Pro Bowl? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Who watches the Pro Bowl? Raise your hand. Anybody? Bueller? No? Nobody?
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody. I don't watch the Pro Bowl. If I do watch the Pro Bowl because nothing else is on TV. I do watch the MLB baseball game because
I watch it.
Whoever wins that game, the MLB they do have a tie-in where if the conference, whoever wins the game has home field advantage throughout the World Series. What does the Pro Bowl do? What kind of incentive do they have? And most of the time, players don't even play in the Pro Bowl. They don't. So this is why I said the NBA is basically the flagship as far as exhibition charity games like this, is because they know how to market it. You know how many people watched the All-Star game? I went to a restaurant. You know how many people was watching the All-Star? The shit was packed. And this was a fancy restaurant. And the shit was packed. Why? Because everybody wanted to watch the All-Star. Everybody wanted to watch the All-Star game. They knew how to, especially with Kobe passing away. They knew how to market it. So
yeah, that was pretty good too. That was pretty damn good.
it was. It really was. The way and shout out to Jennifer Hudson. She sung her ass off on that tribute. Shout out to her. So as far as the NBA All-Star game, it was probably the second best I saw because, like I said, Sean said, and I agree with him. 2001 All-Star game was the best All-Star game I've seen. So, but go back and watch it though. All right, I'm done ranting though. I'm good. I can calm down for a bit. I don't lose all a little bit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is. Joe B, you still my homie,
Can
man.
I start this off, Dre? Can I start this one out, Dre? Let me start this one out.
Hey, Joe B, you still my boy, man. We gonna argue this to the grave.
Let me start this because I know Dre. Dre is. I love boxing, but Dre is. He's definitely our show expert when it comes down to boxing. He knows much more than I do. I'm more of a historian than anything than the current boxers. But this, I'm not sure if I'm excited about this or not.
I am.
I'm not sure.
I'm very.
This is going to be a good heavyweight fight, but I'm not sure if I know it's going to get. I just don't want to see. If anything, let me say this. If anything, I want to see another Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns type of fight. This is what I want to see: two guys slugging the living shit out of each other, and it only goes 5 rounds. Okay, I want to see those guys knock each other silly. That's what This fight has that type of potential for me, and this what I want.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dex. I know you got something on your mind. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was reading some other football news. It's NCAA related.
Go ahead. Go ahead and break it down. What's up?
There's a working group inside the NCAA, the actual brass, that is trying to propose a change to the transfer rules that will immediately make players eligible to play for their new team. So they're trying to make it to where players won't have to sit out a year if they transfer. So college may turn into a mini free agency if that goes down.
Well, it already did with the transfer.
Right. But now they're gonna be able to get rid of the red tape because we saw it up in Ohio State with Fields, but then we had a player from Georgia that was then denied transferring to a new team.
Well,
right.
no, he got transferred. He just couldn't play.
Right. But at the same right. But so what was the difference between the two?
It wasn't.
Exactly. So they're trying to propose getting rid of the red tape and making it fair across the ground.
And I'm happy about that because the NCAA assholes now had far too much, bro. They have
NCAA assholes. I got
NCAA assholes. Shout out to Alvin Mack from the program. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a very great movie. I think it's time for players to have more control over their career because you got everybody talking about, they're on a scholarship, they should play for the university, and they shouldn't worry about a coach. Coaches leave all the time. Sam Pittman, who I didn't want to leave Georgia, is now the head coach of Arkansas. In retrospect, we also lost a top lineman to that team down in Gainesville.
We gained more than we lost though. We did gain more than we lost.
We got the top lineman back, the 5-star. We got Broderick Jones back, and I think we picked up another lineman, and we picked up a 4-star running back. So I mean,
and we picked up a few corners too. So
and we got the guy that was at Oklahoma that decommitted.
He came. But I didn't want to derail the show with that one, so we're gonna go back to talking about Wilder Fury 2 and
I
I
should
want
be
to
at
see. I want to see an old school heavyweight slugfest. You know,
be prepared. Be
I
prepared.
want to see a Foreman Frazier type fight.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Because Fury is the type of guy he'll stand and bang with you, get knocked down, and pop back up and ready to bang him some more.
And this, it,
And Wilder, and we've all seen Wilder. Wilder will load up that punch trying to knock people's heads off. So they may hang and bang with each other.
I hate to say it. I don't want to be a party pooper because I am. I do want to see. I should be. I
said that's what I want to see. Is it going to happen? Probably not.
And I understand that. And the thing about it is that y'all, if y'all expecting a knockout, drag out fight, y'all are going to be sorely disappointed.
Well, LaDonna thinks it's going to be more like the last fight. I mean, the reason why I said
and I agree with LaDonna because you got to look at the fact that it ended in a draw. The fact of the matter is both guys are champions. And they're both undefeated, even though they got a draw on their record.
A draw is not a loss, right?
It's not a loss.
However, the only reason why I said I wanted to see like an old school slugfest is because it's what is needed.
Not necessarily. It doesn't. Because like Mike said, I'm the guy that watches boxing like.
But you're the guy that watches boxing like. What about the rest of us that don't watch?
Like Mike tell you.
But what about us that don't watch boxing like? I mean,
yeah, I understand you want to bring the casual fan in, but come on.
Let me say this, Dre, because it's like this is the medium.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons.
Hold on. Is Mike playing devil's advocate right now?
I have to on this because.
Am I drunk?
Dre,
I'm water drunk. Oh, okay.
But see, this is the thing about it. Me and Mike talk all the time about this. So we talk about. I know where you're going. Go ahead. I know where you're going.
Because a lot of people. This is why I had the stance of what I had with Jones. It's because they have are hardcore fans. They know every aspect of it, and they have fans like myself. I know it, but I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And then you have guys who just watch because they watch their favorite guy. The people who are hardcore always said that Jones did win the fight on technicality. When you look at all the aspects of the fight, not just highlights. All right, those are the guys who said, because of this and this and this, Jones won the fight. And you come down to certain things, you got to give it back to the champion. And people who don't know the game say, okay, he got screwed. But if anybody knows, that's why I say Dre. I feel exactly the way Dre feels, but it's something that I don't like. If you want to sell boxing, I think you need this slugfest. And I'm right now currently in the field want to sell boxing. They need to be sold, and this fight needs to be a knock 'em, drag 'em, like knock each other the hell out, slugfest. Mike Tyson, in his heyday, going against whoever the champion was. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to see a Mike Tyson, Holyfield, in that prime slugfest, and just we want to see that. Yeah, we want to see Holyfield. We want to see, Joe Frazier, Ali, those types of fights. Well, we know it's going to be good. We know for a fact this is what boxing needs right now. And I think if anything, that's because a good fight that Dre and I would love, and we're talking about all the technicality, who had the most jabs and who threw the most power punches and who, missed punches and things of that nature. Like all the technicalities in boxing.
You're talking about a country boxing?
Yes, it's like a Ali type of fight. Ali just, he's defensive. He's throwing his jab. He's throwing power punches. Like, these are the things that we want to see.
Yeah.
That's not going to sell. This is not going to sell boxing. Boxing needs to be sold right now. That's what they need. And the only way it's going to happen is these guys go in there and knock each other the hell out. And that's what I think that everyone wants to see. But Dre and I, like I said, Dre and I we are hardcore boxing fans. That's what we want to see, but that's not what's going to sell. And I think that's what boxing needs at this current time. They need to be sold.
True. I never said I didn't want to see a slugfest. I don't want to see a CompuBox type of fight. I want to see them go in there and rock'em sock'em robots each other, because they're heavyweights. They're not flyweights. They're chopping the body all night and peppering each other and dancing for 15 rounds. Just like I said it when the Jones fight first, when it first ended, when everybody was like, Jones lost, I was like, you can't say that. And then I started to explain, and me and Dre almost went at each other because Dre was like, I don't care what you say, Jones lost that fight. and I kept trying to explain to him, well, first of all, you never put it in the hands of the judges, ever. Because if you put it in the hands of the judges, 9 times out of 10, it's going back to the champ.
And
then because one judge had it 4 rounds to 1 Jones.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
I don't have the best vision.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not blind. I didn't have 4 rounds to 1 Jones. I had it 3-2 because it was in the middle of the 3rd round when Jones turned it on and said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He's never been in these deep waters. Let me go ahead and finish this. But at the same time, all the true big name fighters right now that people can use, you say, name a fighter. You pull a random person off the street and say, name a fighter. They're going to name a UFC fighter right now. They're going to name the John Joneses. They're going to name the Irish one that right now his name slips in my mind. Conor McGregor. Yeah. They're going to name those guys. They're going to name the Usmans. They're going to name the racist one.
Whatever his name. I know what you're talking about.
Covington's name.
Covington. Yeah, Colby. They're going to name Covingtons. They're going to name hell, they'll even name Brock Lesnar. They'll name the Shayna Baszler because she used to be an UFC person. They'll name Ronda Rousey because she used to be UFC.
That's all they know.
They're not going to name boxers because and I used to be a hardcore boxing fan. Then I became a not hardcore but not middle tier kind of, I know the rules. I know boxing. I love boxing, but I'm not all the way there like where Dre is. To me, the heavyweight division of the boxing died when Tyson left. When Tyson's decline started, the decline of the heavyweight started, and Wilder and a few others they're bringing it back. But we need one of them fights to where everybody talks about it the next couple weeks at school, at work, anytime somebody hey bro, did you see?
Mm-hmm.
If we don't have a heavy hitting fight, if it's a CompuBox type fight where he landed 3 more power punches than this person and he outlasted him 8 rounds to 7, they're not gonna talk about that. I'm not.
Those are the type of fights that I think Dre is the same way.
We need a Tyson fight. We need a Tyson fight, not a Mayweather fight. It's that simple. We got 2 behemoth mastodon type bulls. Heavyweights in that ring. We need to see them both on a Tyson-ness stuff, because if they own some Floyd Mayweather crap, even if I order it, I might turn it. And when it comes to pay-per-views, I'm as cheap as Dre. I ain't ordering nothing. If I order that fight and they start acting like Floyd Mayweather, I'm turning it. I'm gonna start packing up my house like, you know what, it's time to go. It's time to go because I'm moving anyway. It's time to go. Just go ahead and hop in the truck. Come on, start driving. I ain't got time for this. But yeah, that's how I feel. I'm with you, Mike. They need to get in there, tape them hands. When the judge say let's get it on, or touch gloves. When you hear the bell, come out swinging. and come out swinging.
Dre, come on, we need that expertise, dog.
I'm just gonna put this comment up. It's pretty much gonna what's the word?
Explain that.
Explain how I pretty much feel what's gonna happen Saturday. That's all I gotta say. Y'all want me all that stuff I said?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna counter with this comment.
all that stuff. Yes, I understand that, but you know what? That comment that you put up, that boxing is fading.
It is.
I disagree with that as well.
I don't think it's fading.
No. Let me. Can I explain, yo? Let me handle this. Yes, the heavyweight division is a dying breed because we got spoiled. We got spoiled with Tyson, with Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Rick Bowe, all these great heavyweights. But boxing is not fading. You just gotta look below the heavyweight division. You got the welterweight division, who I think right now is the golden division of boxing, with guys like Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, the old man Manny Pacquiao, and if Floyd comes back,
what's the Russian guy? What's his what's his name?
The Russian guy from what was he a heavyweight or a welterweight?
No, he wasn't a heavyweight. He was middle. Was it middleweight?
You know
what I'm talking about.
What's his name? I know who you talk about. Andre Ward. Andre Ward beat him. What's his name?
Oh shit!
I got to tip of my tongue. Oh, Kovalev. Yeah, Kovalev.
That's it. Yes.
Kovalev. But then you gotta look at guys like Canelo Alvarez, who I think is a star.
Yeah, he is.
Now, matter of fact, since I'm not going to the fight this weekend, he's fighting on Cinco de Mayo, and I'm definitely gonna be there for that because I'm off. I'm going there. So, and I agree with what Brian said. Boxing is very much alive. Y'all just gotta look past the heavyweight division. Y'all really
if you looking at heavyweight, you definitely gonna fail.
Okay, if you go, the thing between you and Brian and other people are y'all are hardcore boxing fans.
And this
we're talking about the ordinary person. The ordinary person. When you say boxing, you think heavyweight.
I explained that though. I explained that with the football issue when I said that the casual fan is not going to watch XFL or they'll watch it because it's football, but they don't know what's going on. It's like I said with the casual fan. If you're trying to explain football one-on-one with them, this is what you need to do to talk to them about it. You watch the XFL. It's the same thing with boxing. You gotta go below the heavyweight division. You really do because there's a lot of good fighters there. There's Tank Davis. There's a Robert Bunny. Robert Easter Jr. There's a Mikey Garcia. There's the guy Mike. Who's the guy that knocked the dude out the other night? He's pretty good. The guy Ramos. Yeah.
Ramos.
Caleb Plant. Yeah, Caleb Plant is another guy. Like
Caleb Plant. Oh man.
Yeah.
Caleb Plant is something serious.
Yeah. So I just think these people need like Mike and Dex, and even I gotta say his name, even though we fight all the time. Y'all open my eyes up to even LaDonna. Y'all open my eyes up to MMA because I wasn't watching MMA because I thought it was trash. Yeah. I thought it was trash, but I started watching it, and then it didn't help that my boy came over from Pride. Rampage Jackson came over and knocked the shit out of Chuck Liddell. That's when I started. I'm saying so, but to me personally, the more casual fan, there's no draw like the excitement of Mike Tyson. The casual fan came in. Well, you got Floyd Mayweather. You got Floyd. You got Sugar Ray.
Floyd is technically retired.
Yeah, he's technically retired.
And then you got Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray ain't in the game no more.
But no, also, but like I said before, y'all just forgot who I named.
I thought Manny Pacquiao was a star. Like that's me.
Manny Pacquiao was a senator.
Manny's a champ. He beat one of the young guys. He beat Keith.
Manny's a senator to me. I don't.
Yeah,
and then everybody forgets about Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah,
pretty good. The Charlotte
brothers. We're talking. You know, the casual fans can name maybe 3 or 4 of those guys.
Yeah,
they've heard of 3 or 4 of those guys.
My mom knows you watch boxing, and she knows who Canelo Alvarez is. Everybody knows who Canelo is. I'm not
What-
saying that. I'm not
but-
saying that they know every fighter, but Canelo is a star. He is a star. He is.
we're
Everybody
not,
knows.
but we're not saying that they aren't. What I'm saying is boxing. I can't say boxing is very much alive to the purist. Yes, boxing will never die, but for everyone else, which is sadly the number of boxing purists are dwindling because of the rise of things like UFC and Pride and other places for combat sports, where every division of those other places are more deep.
Yeah, I understand that.
And
I
and,
understand that.
and
He said
right
this,
now, Wilder is almost a draw, but Wilder almost beats himself at the last couple fights. He gets reckless
and
and be
you know what?
loading up for one
I
shot
agree.
and almost.
And I agree with that because this is why. This is what I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to say. People expect this knockdown, drag out fight. You're not going to get it. Why? Because Fury and Wilder both struggled in their tune-up fights. Fury almost lost to Schwartz, who was the guy who I thought was very overmatched, but he gave Fury he cut Fury over the eye and almost won that fight.
You should have been going to go wrestle.
But it's like Brian said, you can't leave it up to the judges. And then Wilder was losing to I had Wilder losing to Ortiz before he knocked him out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Before he
Oh,
knocked
he
him
was.
out.
He
So,
even said he was losing.
He was
to
getting
Ortiz
that
before
work,
you had
boy.
to drop his ass.
I told y'all on shows a couple weeks ago. I had Wilder down 6-0 in that fight. He didn't win down one round, but it also, like I said before, it all takes one punch. This is why I said that y'all not going to get that Mike Tyson Rock'em Sock'em fight because both guys know coming off very bad fights, they're not going to do that. They're going to fill each other out. Maybe in the later rounds, they might start to pick up the action. But if y'all think that it's going to be stand in the middle of the ring, Rocky Balboa, Clubber Lang, hit him in the face type fight, don't order the fight. Don't see the fight because you're going to be sorely disappointed.
So no Adrian.
It's not
None of that.
It's not going to be a Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns type fight. I'm sorry, it's not. So I'm letting y'all know beforehand, as a boxing purist, I'm letting y'all know beforehand. If you expect that kind of fight, don't order it, don't watch it. Just wait till the highlights to pick and choose. Watch the YouTube when they pick and choose certain rounds. Don't watch it. But I have been wrong, and I can admit that. So you never know. So the only thing I can say is that in my heart, I think Wilder will beat Fury. But if Fury wins, I won't be mad either because I got money on both. So I'm gonna even out anyway. So.
You got to make sure you put that out there.
Hey man, I'm just saying. So, but we got. I know we've been kind of doing.
Hold on. One more thing just came across the desk. I can't believe I'm saying this. LaDonna, Jason Witten wants to play next year.
Okay, Drew Brees is playing next year too. So all the old men want to play. Get the AARP card.
Dre, let's go get some salve for our knees. Let's go get a brace for our back and get our butts on.
But you know what? But you know what?
Check.
But you know what? If this CBA doesn't work out, ain't nobody gonna be playing. Ain't nobody gonna be playing. So, but moving on. I know we talked about this for a while. So, what's next on the agenda?
The Cleveland Cavaliers just fired their head coach.
Oh, we saw that coming. They trash.
JB Bickerstaff will be elevated to head coach. Oh wow.
And yeah, Joe B. Yes, I agree with you on that one. Very, very, very good job with that. So
yeah. All right. Well,
but also
what's next?
I want to say this before we go. There is a rumor that if they make a Creed 3, Deontay Wilder will play the title of Clubber Lang's son. He will be the lead. So,
well, what's next? Well, we saved the meat and potatoes for last.
I'm gonna go take a break because I got to get my thoughts together on this one. This is very bothersome to me as a fan, and like I said, I haven't said much on it because I know.
I'm gonna say this right now, y'all.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm gonna let you have it. It's all yours, bro. Floor is yours, man.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I thought nothing would be worse than the steroid era. Thought absolutely no chance there'd be anything worse than this. And this is probably the worst I've ever seen baseball. You're talking about before Pete Rose and the gambling issues back in the early part of the century, 19, 20, 30s. I thought I would never see anything worse than that. And this is god awful. Is god freaking awful, and not just because of my opinion, not just because of baseball fans, but this is god freaking awful for the simple fact that you have players. These players are not stupid. These players are not speaking up because this is absolutely like they're jealous. They're speaking up because this shit is true. And how the commissioner just disregarded them because he didn't have the nuts to stand up to the like the player association. Like you didn't have the nuts to stand up to him, so you just said we're just gonna fire. We're just gonna get rid of the general manager and the manager. We're gonna let everybody else off the hook. The players were the one who came up with this scheme, along with the manager, and you just gonna let them off. Everyone knew it, and I even hate to say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Brian McCann on that team also?
When they won the World Series in 2017, yeah, he was.
Yes.
He was. Yeah.
You got Brian McCann as a part of that. You have your boy Carlos just need to shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna be honest. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You cheated. You fucking cheated. And not only are you taking up for clear cheaters, I mean it was clear. You don't have Freddie Freeman, you don't have Mike, you don't have Aaron Judge, you don't have Mike Trout. All these are big time. These are big time superstars coming out. Nick Markakis, he's speaking up. Nick Markakis don't say shit to nobody, and he's coming out and saying something.
Even Aaron Judge said
A lot of people. These are big time superstars. Justin Verlander. It's insane. And what did the commissioner do? Let him off the hook. And you got Pete Rose sitting at home. All he did was bet on his team. He can't get back in. These guys destroyed my fandom. Why do I say they destroyed my fandom? Because I don't even know if what I'm looking at is real. How do I know that this is? How do I know that this is? These guys are not actually out here, fixing games. I don't know that. I don't know if it's real. How do I know that this is real? How can I trust baseball now? And I thought this is the same feeling that I had with Barry Bonds when I saw his head shrink up like a goddamn, like a damn balloon. Like we all saw his head, literally his head grew. And we said to ourselves, what the hell is going on with Barry Bonds? We saw Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa looking like the Incredible Hulk. We saw it. We knew it was something.
Sammy Sosa looked like Incredible Hulk. He looked like a buffed up Michael Jackson. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, now he does. But we're talking about then. We're talking about then.
Yeah.
We knew something was wrong, but this right here, this takes the cake for me because I don't know. Like for me, I'm a baseball traditionalist, man. I want to be able to know that what the product that I'm watching is actually real and it's not fixed. I can't. I'm like seriously. I love baseball. I love watching my Braves, but I don't know if it's real. Is it real?
Dex, what do you think?
So you want me to creep up to the mic, huh?
Do your thing, man.
Creep like Dr. Dre, creeping up on. I don't know how the song goes, but you know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna creep up to the mic real quick.
Go ahead, man. Cause I'm still trying to get my thoughts together because I want to be tactful as I can. You know.
I don't know if I'm gonna be tactful.
Well, this is why
I've been on
this is
I've
why
been
it's
on Twitter.
called.
I know.
This is why it's called Red Cup Rants.
Right.
Because we
I've
say
been on
how-
Twitter and things and yeah. I'm gonna compare a situation that happened to us to them.
Wait, which situation you talking about?
I got you.
Okay.
A couple years ago, the Braves illegally paid prospects more money than they were supposed to and got a 3-year international free agency ban and lost
Good.
draft picks. And our GM at the time was banned from life from baseball.
That's pretty petty.
That was a couple years ago. That's what happened to us.
That's
The
pretty-
Astros used technology. They see for me it hits hard because the thing that I do, the way I make money, they use technology, audio and video equipment to literally Bill Belichick and Tom Brady it and know the exact pitch that's coming because they were stealing signs that in depth. And all they lost. And they did it for 3 years. And all they lost was 2 draft picks. Was draft picks for the next 2 years.
3 years.
So you're telling me my GM got banned for life. And we lost the ability to go to sign players from international waters for 3 years and lost draft picks for paying prospects either more or less than we should have. Either way is bad.
Mhm.
Banned for life. Yet the Astros, all they get is losing draft picks for a couple years.
And people getting fired. They still getting paid. They still getting paid, and they get to keep their trophy, which I felt it should have been. You know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me a little bit of what USC went through, where they had to make Reggie Bush give up that Heisman Trophy. That's where I think, and then who's Manfred? He really screwed this up because if I was the commissioner, I would have made that vacant. I would have made that vacant. I would have completely, or I would put an asterisk next to the Astros name, and I would explain why I did it. My thing is
Rob Manfred or
Rob Manfred.
I
would have stripped him of the title, made it vacant, or put an asterisk by it, and I would have kicked people out the league. You can't, like you said, our management kicked a little extra money to the prospects overseas and got hit with a massive fucking fine and all that shit.
And we literally have a person that is former Braves administration that can no longer work for the MLB.
Right, and you banned him for life
whatsoever.
And you're banned for life.
That forced us to clean. That forced us to clean the house. It forced us to clean.
It did. And the fact of the matter is, you had a team that cheated, not just in the regular season game, but in the playoff run, and they won the title in the process doing so. Yeah. MLB really screwed this up because now you're setting a very tension-filled environment come baseball season because
that's what right. You know how bad it is. Right.
I like to
I,
gamble.
I know how bad it is. Me and LaDonna been talking. Me and LaDonna been
Oh
talking.
no,
about this since
no.
broke.
This is I know what y'all was talking about.
This is worse. This is
worse.
worse than steroids. This
And
is
way
way
worse.
worse.
No,
This
me and
beyond
LaDonna been
baseball.
talking about the potential fallout about how anytime an Astro player steps into the box,
Oh my
he might
God.
get beamed.
But you think they give a fuck?
We already got fans trolling them. Like literally,
no.
it's spring training and they getting trolled.
You know who the big
So-
but you know who the biggest troller in all of this?
Rob
That city right above me, about 4 hours away, up north in Las Vegas. They already have a line. And I'm a gambler, man, because I check the line because I gamble a little bit. Yeah, I'm cheap, but I do gamble a little bit.
You partake in the festivities.
And guess what?
I'm gonna buy you that shirt, brother.
They have a bet going on over and under how many Astro players are going to get hit over the course of the season. Already.
Bookies ain't
And
shit,
and the funny thing about it is, as bad as I'm very petty. I already put my bet in. How many times they're gonna get? I put 65. I put 65 as how many times they're gonna get hit. Yes, I did. So to me personally, it's jacked up. It really is. It's jacked up because there's a lot of guys. Yes, they gave him immunity. This is why.
What type of shit?
No. It's what LaDonna said at the end. The immunity, fine. You gave him immunity to get him to speak. But once they started talking, it made it so much worse.
I blame the media because the media is nosy as fuck, and they're gonna ask those questions. That's why everybody.
But that's the media's job because as fans,
I understand that. This is why people can't get mad at what the Astros players say or the coaches say. You can't get mad because they're going to be honest. This is why I like Marshawn Lynch. What he said when people say, "Oh, Marshawn Lynch doesn't like giving interviews." This is why, because when, like you said, when the media does their job, and I give them that. That's what they're paid to do. But at the same time, you can't get mad when the Astro players say what they say. But at the same time, they're acting very arrogant right now because they're like the mafia right now. They can't be touched. But I'll tell you right now, they need to get at least touched 65 times so I can get paid.
Well, if B Jones is right, they're gonna get touched about 100 times, and they better be ready to fight.
You know what? I might need to call my bookie back and make it 105 times. Then I need to call my bookie back.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
I'm just saying this is how serious it is. When Vegas gets in on the pettiness, it's real. That's why, and somebody made a meme about it. I feel, who I feel sorry for? You know who I really feel sorry for?
The fans.
That leadoff hitter for the Astros, who had nothing to do with it. He maybe came on a trade or he got signed up from the farm system and he's going to be the leadoff hitter. I feel sorry for him the most. I really do, because he'll probably be the sacrificial lamb to whoever is facing that match.
Can I ask you guys this real quick? Let me ask you guys this. And I thought about this long and hard. Do you guys think the best thing to do for that franchise right now is to force the owner to sell the team?
No.
Would that make things better?
Nah, that won't sell the team. You know what? But you know what? I would do. You ever seen that movie, Necessary Roughness, where they started stripping down the players and they made them start from scratch? I would do that. I would. Me personally, as commissioner of baseball, I would start kicking players out the league. I would, especially guys that are blatantly cheating like that. Yeah, Jose Altuve would have been gone. The way he would have been gone. He'd been the first one gone off the rip.
That dude's career is done. His career is done. Bro.
He would have been over there at Pete Rose at the penalty. They've been talking to each other like, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah. What Pete Rose would have said? What's that mean? They say, "Oh, first time here." Yeah, that would have been Rose to Altuve. I would have kicked Altuve out. I would have kicked Bergman out. I would have kicked a lot of people out. And Garrett Cole, who said that it's wrong. He's with the Yankees now. I would have avoided his contract and kicked him out too. And yes, I would have been ready for the lawsuits.
The pitcher?
I would have been ready for the lawsuits. But yeah, I would have started.
You're going to kick out a pitcher.
He was part of that. He was part of that. He was.
Pitchers don't bat in the AL, bro.
No matter. He knew. Just like Mike said with Brian McCann, he knew. Come on.
I don't think all of them knew. The only thing about the Correa interview that I do necessarily agree with is not all the players knew or were involved. Majority of them were, but not all.
They weren't involved. They weren't involved, but they did not.
How they gonna stop it? How they gonna stop it?
That's what I'm saying. I said they knew, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
It's really not. And you know what? This is why the MLB gave the Astros immunity, because this is why the discussion we're having right now, the MLB didn't want that. That's why they gave the Astros immunity, because they was gonna talk their shit, and the commissioner made sure that if anybody wanted to get revenge or repercussions on them, they was gonna pay for it. This is what they don't want. They did. So
yeah. I mean, I don't want nobody to think I'm not that I'm not for punishing them. I am for punishing them. I do believe they need stiff punishment. They need stiffer than what the Braves got. However, I do not believe every player on that roster knew what was going on. And if they do, it's just like the police force. When you outnumber by so many, ain't nothing you could do about it.
It's a whole big mess. That's why
because apparently it had been going on for 3 years or so, if not more. You could report it up the chain of command, but if the chain of command don't do shit, then what you supposed to do?
Okay,
we might have reported it and got your ass traded. Oh yeah, you report some shit, and so they move your ass the fuck out of there. That happens.
This I don't believe. He says wife didn't want to torn and didn't want to show his tattoo. I don't believe that. I don't.
What? I don't know. I don't know.
Like I said,
every woman and their temperament is different. Is different.
I wasn't there, but I
wasn't either. So
it's just like I said,
bullshit. That's what it is.
And is he protecting the Astros? Absolutely. Yeah, he is. We just talked about this. Yes, he is absolutely protecting them.
1,000%.
But you know what? But you know what? These teams don't give a fuck. They don't. They don't give a fuck. They're gonna bean the players. I'll tell you right now. There will be a couple fights.
It's gonna be
a rival that's in the division with the Astros. There will be a fight. I think there'll be some fights.
It's going to be more than a couple fights.
Ain't the Yankees and the Astros in the same division? Are they in the same division? No, they're not. There'll be some fights. There'll be some shit talking. You know what? I'm actually kind of excited about baseball season now. I really am. I want to see what's going to be. I want to see what's going to be.
I want to see something. I need to see something real Damn, Dre just disappeared on. I guess he went to go fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our brother decided to be a ghost. I guess space coast to coast. I don't know. He was in the meat and the potatoes of his argument. So hopefully he'll be back soon, so he can finish his thoughts. Until then, there's our lovely producer and sister, LaDonna.
I think he was saying he's excited to see what baseball season was going to do because he is ready to see if any of the players get beamed or line drived at or any other
He just want to make his money from his bookers. Yeah,
because I know Mike Protanevich, he wants a piece of them. Mm-hmm. I know Nick Markakis wants them to get a beating, so this is serious. Nick Markakis is not that type of person.
I will say this, that I did see Henry Aaron Yeah, that one.
He said it. He said it.
Yeah, he was not for the shits. He was not for the
Yeah,
shits at all.
he was like, yeah, they need to be banned and banned
Even
for life.
LeBron came out
Yeah, LeBron was like, yeah, this ain't for the shits.
because he said
And
he would have been mad. He said if this would have happened, found out that you're cheating during the season, but then I lost my title to you, and come to find out you were cheating through it. He's like, yeah, I'd be livid. And that's why every player is livid right now, and that's why every player is giving them the smoke. And if they expected not to get this smoke, then don't cheat. You're only apologizing because you got caught.
Oh, yep.
yeah, I say that
And it
all the
just
time. Hell, I tell my kids that all the time. You only apologizing because I caught you up. I mean, me and Ladonna, we listened to the Correa interview yesterday. We were on the phone together, and she'll tell you. I said it. He sounds like a teenager that just got jammed up. He
Hmm.
literally sounded like a teenager that got jammed up. He started backtracking, stumbling, muttering to himself, getting very defensive real quick. It's Ken Rosenthal, dude. What's he gonna do? Stab you? He's got a microphone, and you acting like he a cholo off the street ready to knock you down, bro. Jesus, what the?
I was I felt like he was trying. He's really trying to play like
He
we're
did he
really that
did what he's
serious.
supposed to do, and I will say that he pulled the role of a hockey enforcer. He went out there
Hmm.
to try to protect the team. He did his
And
job. He just did it poorly.
He did horrible. Because when I heard
first of
that
all,
statement about Altuve, I just died. It would have been one thing saying that your
like
wife
seriously,
didn't want your jersey torn because of your wife. Okay, I was
If
Dex
he
was
would have
kind of
left it, if he would have left it at that, it would have been fine.
Dex kind of talked me into it, and he said, "You never know." And I was like, "Okay, I don't think I get the typical woman, so okay, I have to think of the other side of the
Yeah, because
spectrum."
if my wife says, "Hey, nobody better touch your shit," nobody better touch my shit because I'll beat a motherfucker. Because
Exactly.
hey,
So I had to think that. So I had to think that way. But then when he said he has a tattoo right here that he doesn't want to show,
what's it? A tattoo of him sucking dick? What the fuck?
is it a gang sign? Like, is it
It's a picture of him getting gangbanged. That's what it was.
yeah, is it, it's like I said, it has to be
Uh,
something horrible or
The
I,
flamethrower is back.
he said his internet was
Welcome back,
tripping.
flamethrower. How are you?
I'm gonna beat Cox's whole ass after I get
Oh,
out.
shit! Oh, shit! I'm gonna hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. Hydrate.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into my hiding corner because I was just here, so Dre won't be fined.
These motherfuckers.
She
Dre
was
about to
Probably
find
not
us
cut
a
me
flash.
off.
That's
I
what
mean,
it
how the
is.
fuck y'all gonna cut me off in front of my rant?
We didn't cut you. Wow. So Cox cut you off because of the internet drop
Fucking Cox,
or
man. I just went over to my modem and it was still fine. I was fucking Cox, man. I swear. I swear to God, boy.
I'm gonna
I
look
might
at it
have to
when I
pull
get
up.
there. I'll
They
reroute the shit when I get there.
they literally up the street. I might have to pull up on them. They don't close till 10 o'clock. I might have to pull up on them and tell them what's on.
No, don't do that.
But
Don't do that.
anyway,
I
sorry
ain't
for
there. I
that.
can't bail you out. Shit.
All right.
How you feel? All right. You wanna continue
I'm
your
good.
thought or
No, I'm
well
good. I just feel like I said, I felt
in that case
after guard.
I'm gonna hit you with
Jesus Christ.
and it's that time.
It is.
Hey, you needed it. You needed it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go last though. I'm gonna be like Michael Jordan coming out the lineup. I'm gonna go last, so I'm gonna let my brothers speak first. Let them get whatever they need to say off their chest because I got a few things I want to say. This could probably be pretty deep. So
Uh-oh. Go ahead, Mike. It's time to part the shots, man. It's time to go home.
oh yeah, make sure you drink some Gatorade because you know your twin. Hey, before I say anything,
Oh my
Mike, make sure you
God.
drink some Gatorade because your twin don't like Gatorade. So
Yeah, I don't like that shit either. So
That's why y'all brothers, man. Maybe make sure you give me the autograph for when you see him next go around.
Oh my God, here you go. Oh man, I'll say this. I think one thing. I'll go another. I want to go another direction. I want to go another direction. Right. I want to go another direction, and I'm not going to go there. Can people just mind their motherfucking business? Like seriously, how hard is it to mind your motherfucking business? How hard is it to just, if I ain't talking to you, shut the fuck up? It's really that easy. I didn't write on Facebook for your ass to respond to everything that I wrote. Maybe I just want to just talk to myself and write some shit. Just maybe I want to do that. I didn't ask your ass shit. If I said somebody and I disagree with somebody, or I said this about somebody else, and I didn't tag your motherfucking ass in it, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's really that simple. I didn't ask your ass shit. Everybody thinks because it's on social media that I'm talking to your ass. No. Shut the fuck up. If I didn't tag you, if I didn't say, hey, everybody, guess what? I want to know your opinion. Shut the fuck up. Not everything has to have a fucking response to it. Maybe I'm just joking. Maybe I'm fucking joking. Maybe I'm just one of those crazy motherfuckers who just like to write shit, post shit, and just I'm talking to myself. Or I'm talking to Dre, and I'm talking to Dex, or I'm talking to Donna, somebody. But if I man tag your ass in it, mind your motherfucking business. It's that simple. All right? It's really that goddamn simple. I'm sick of motherfuckers who think that everything involves them.
Yeah.
It's simple. Everybody got an attitude, and they only show up to disagree with you.
Yeah.
Only to disagree. Only to disagree. I am a man. Look, I'm a man I love to debate, but I only debate with people who is willing to actually sit down and have a conversation, a real conversation. Not to tell you, Mike, guess what? I think you ugly. Mike, guess what? I think you stupid. Mike, guess what? I think you handsome. Look, I don't give a look. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of motherfuckers think they got to have an opinion about everything. That's just it. All right. And I apologize for my English. I truly do. I truly do.
Don't
God knows I
apologize.
truly do. But
Don't
I'm just
apologize.
tired of motherfuckers think they need to voice their opinion to everything. I'm really sick of that shit. I'm really sick and tired of everybody thinking they gotta have opinion about everything. And that's all I got to say about that. And, oh, man.
All right. I'm gonna let my other bro I'm gonna let my other bro go because I know he has a lot to say. So I'm gonna let him ride out. Then I'll come in as a cleanup man. Like I'm gonna come in like Freddie Freeman and so
Had to mention number 5, didn't you?
I like Freddie Freeman. I could have said Acuna, but I didn't want to seem. I could have said Acuna, but I didn't want to seem like I was cheating. Keyword cheating.
Okay. My rant.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone is going to agree with your opinion. Not everyone's going to agree with your point of view.
Facts.
When they don't, that doesn't mean you take personal shots at them. You don't attack them. You don't go off on the hinges on them.
Yeah.
You know, I have spent. Dre loves to tell everybody that breaking the stigma is my baby.
It is your baby.
Yeah.
Stop changing yourself. It is your Mike. Come
Okay,
on.
okay. Yeah, it's my
No,
baby.
no, no.
However,
Can I say
it's
can I say
not
something
something
real
I'm
quick?
just trying to help other
Can I
people
say
with.
something real quick?
Oh
Can I say something
Lord.
quick? Can I say something?
You big dummy.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Well, what you got?
I
What
wasn't
you
gonna
got?
say that. The only
What?
thing I was gonna say was stop shortchanging yourself. This was your idea. This is your
Yes,
idea, and
yes, mom.
it was.
Oh,
Mind me. Don't mind me. You sound like my mother. So, but no,
Oh
that's
man.
look,
wrong.
for the record, I am the creator of Red Cup Rants. Red Cup Rants came from my idea because,
It's-
well, if you, like I said, I'm gonna tell the story eventually one day. But the breaking the stigma,
Were you drinking?
that's Dex baby. That's his baby. So if don't come to me talking about, oh, I like how you gave a safe space for men. Nah, go to that guy in the left hand side over there. Talk to him. He the one who had the idea. Him. That guy. That guy right there with the mic, with the dreads. That guy. Go to him.
Okay,
So, but
thanks.
go ahead. I ain't mean to put you on the spot like that, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that it wasn't my idea. It was that guy's idea.
Thanks, Uncle Dre, with the red cup. You've been watching Street Profits again, haven't you? Yeah, I know. I seen you. I seen
I
you.
love Street Profits.
I tried to show them to you in NXT. You was like, who the hell are these guys?
You know what? And I don't even watch Raw like that, but I like those guys. I really
Right.
do. Y'all know me. I like people that y'all be like, who the fuck? I like Dean Ambrose, and y'all was like, that dude sucks. And I like these guys. I like Street Profits. Well, from what I saw, I think they need more exposure. I haven't watched Raw in a while. Maybe they have gotten exposure, but I haven't seen them like that. But I really like those guys. So hopefully they do get a chance.
They're one of the top teams on Raw. Once you get back to watching, if you get back to watching, yeah. They
Well, I
there.
cancel my network, so y'all gonna have to tell me if y'all.
Yeah,
like
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay,
However,
all right.
with
Go ahead, Dex.
what I was saying with because breaking the stigma isn't just a show I created. It's something that I'm also trying to live. It is more than just a piece of content for me. It's something I'm trying to uphold myself to on a daily basis. Yes, men need a safe space too. But we also need to speak our mind. However, speaking our mind does not mean we go on a rampage because somebody don't like what we said.
Mhm.
I was told by my little brother the other day, shout out to Phil, that he is proud of the progress and the journey that I have made since the first day he met me. And he does not want to see me get off on the right track because the other day I was not feeling it. Some things came up, did not sit well, and because I did not see what I needed to see, I made sure that everybody that needed to hear it heard it, and it quickly spiraled from there to where Phil literally was like, usually I don't jump in, but this time I gotta say, big bro, don't lose your way. You're doing so much better. You are a role model for these kids. You took on the journey of you took on the responsibility of taking offspring that aren't your blood and making them yours. Oh, put your hand down, Dre. You, you know what? Security, come get him.
Oh wait, what's the dude to say? Guard, guard. That guy.
Haha Davis,
Yeah.
guard.
Guard.
Yeah, but I just I have to say that we as a society, men in particular, we have to do better than always getting up in arms whenever something don't sit right or rubs you wrong. So you don't like what happened or why it happened. That don't mean you got to call people bitches and gay and wish death on them and go on a tirade. Just because you don't like it don't mean that don't mean nothing.
I'm sorry for laughing because when you said that, I kind of chuckled a little bit because
I mean, see for me, I don't see people go off about uh, Dwayne Wade and his son's situation. The Snoop Dogg Gail Kim thing, Gail, whatever Gail's last name is, I don't remember.
Gail King, yeah.
Gail King. No, Gail Kim was that fine
Gail
Asian
King,
wrestler.
Gail King.
Yeah, Gail Kim was the yeah. Gail King, her. Oprah's homie. I don't seen a lot of stuff. Now people are about to be getting at Boosie for what he said. It's you can't. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but if you don't like their opinion, just keep rolling.
Yeah.
You gotta be a duck in the water. Let it roll down your back. Because if you let it fluster you that much, that means it has taken control of you. You are no longer in control of your life if something can fluster you, knock you off center that hard to where you had to take the time out of your day. There's only 24 hours of the day, and you took a moment, which you don't get back out of your day, to go on a rampage about something that's this fucking small in the size of the universe.
Yeah. But you also got to remind people that they got you fucked up sometimes. So.
Yes, you do have to remind people they got you fucked up sometimes, but only if the situation truly calls for it. Now, like if somebody playing with my money, because I tell y'all all the time, there's 3 things of mine you don't fuck with, or you gonna catch all kind of hell: my money, my food, or my ability to take care of my ladies. Because if you play with my money or my food, I can't feed my family, or I can't protect my family. I can't provide for my family. So you play with my money or you play with my food, I gotta put you down because you now are impeding the safety and sanity of my children and my fiance.
True.
Those are the only 3 things that I will remind you of how fucked up you are if you play with.
Yeah.
Everything else should not matter. Words don't mean shit to me unless you are a CEO of a company that can say, I'm not hiring you because XYZ.
Yeah.
Donald Trump can say whatever the fuck he wants to me. His words don't mean shit to me. I'm not in the
Well,
military no more.
well,
you can't boss me
what?
around, motherfucker. So what's up?
You know what? He did some other shit today, so yeah. That man is the ultimate con artist.
Well, he's always been a con artist, but I mean,
he is. But you know what? And I don't watch Dragon Ball Z like that, and I know Dante's gonna kick my ass if I say it. But I do know that he achieved the ultimate Vegeta level, or the ultimate level of being a con artist, like Kamehameha. Kamehameha levels.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm a veteran, yeah, but the commander in chief can't tell me shit because I'm a veteran. I no longer work for you. You're no longer in charge of me. Therefore, I am fully protected by the Constitution that I fought to protect. So I can say what I want to say. I can feel how I want to feel. And ain't nothing nobody can tell me about it. Oh, you don't like the way I think? Cool. Your best revenge will just be to delete me, block me, and live your life. That's it. Ain't no need to come try to fight me, try to cause no problems, because then I will have to show you how fucked up you got it. Because if you try to come fight me right here in my domain, in my space, I have the legal right to put you out my space by any means necessary. I have 47 bodies on my count. How many you got? I try to be calm and serious. I try to be calm or giggly because I don't want to show you the demon behind the eyes, because that's not a life I want to live.
Man, look, you ain't never been calm and serious. You ain't never been calm and serious ever in your life, especially on this show, because you'll warm up and then when it gets hot, you ready to go.
This show is for us to vent.
I'm not mad.
Ain't
Mike,
that what you told me? Ain't that what you told me? We supposed
Hey,
to
Mike,
get here,
you
right?
mad? I'm not mad. I'm happy.
Might look hungry. Mike, you hungry?
Mike
No,
wants
I
some
didn't
Gatorade,
piss.
but he can't drink it.
Hurry up.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta make this.
Dre, do
I
your
got
shot so
reach,
we can
bro.
go. Mike look like he ready to go get him a fat
Yeah,
ass
I gotta
plate
make.
from Waffle House and
No,
maybe go hug on some chicks.
I just got pissed. That's all. That's all. If y'all really want to know what's real, this the real Cup Rants. One whole shit back. That's what's really real.
I gotta make. Well, I won't keep Mike long. I'm gonna make. I got.
What you pissed about, Mike? What's got you flustered, my guy?
No,
No,
I
I think
said I
he
got
gotta
to
go
piss.
pee.
I said I
He
got
said he
to
gotta pee.
Oh, I thought he said he was pissed. Now he got to go piss. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
no,
just turn
trust me.
your camera off and
Mike was
go
ready,
pee, my guy. Shit,
Look,
you already
if
took your
Mike was
shot. Go
pissed
pee.
off, Mike don't have no problem cutting us off if he was pissed. He don't have no problem.
Touche. Yeah, he do that.
But
I'll be
Mike,
back, man.
there you go. You got the features. Use them.
yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I gotta make this chicken cabbage stir fry. Shout out to my BFF Ladonna with the recipe. I'm gonna make some of that tonight.
You ain't making me none, so this for you.
Man, shut up. You already got some. You already got some food already. But I do want to say a couple things. I want to say a few things, and I won't be long. And Dex, you kind of spoke on it in your rant.
Huh? Oh, okay, cool.
You kind of spoke it on your rant, and I'm not gonna dwell too much into it. Everybody's talking about this whole Dwayne Wade situation. Number one, that man's a excuse me. That man's a high profile player, and everybody's talking about, oh, he's making this a stunt. Oh, being he's putting that out for the media to look. Dwayne Wade is not a normal person.
Correct.
And what I mean by that is the fact that he's a very high profile player, a high profile person. He played in the NBA, was one of the most popular players while he was playing. So
he was one of the most popular players in college too.
Yeah, he was. I still remember the triple double he gave to Kentucky to get to the Final Four. I still remember that shit. But my thing with him is that people are always talking about, I said it before, they're like, oh, he's making this a publicity stunt. No, he's not. Dwayne Wade is a high profile person because of what he does and who he is and his occupation. The media is going to ask him those questions about that with his daughter, his son.
His child. We'll just call it a child.
His child. His child. I was trying to be tactful here, but I'm just speaking from the heart here.
I got you.
I'm just speaking from the heart here. People are mad at him because they feel that he's pestering, he's pushing out that agenda. Y'all not gonna blame the media for that? Y'all not gonna blame the media for asking them questions? This is why I like Marshawn. I love Marshawn Lynch because Marshawn Lynch saw the bullshit and cut it off because he knew how the media was. He knew how he was. So when people saw, oh, Marshawn Lynch is being an asshole, no, he's not. He's protecting himself and his family because you know how the media loves to spin shit. Fake news, as they say. Fake news. Even the great undefeated TMZ was wrong on one thing. When they said that Maya got married, and she did, yeah, she got married, but she didn't get married to a man. She got married to herself. Even TMZ is wrong.
What up, Maya? I got you, girl.
Kim gonna slap you in the back of the head. Anyway.
Well, sure.
So, but the media can be wrong sometimes on a lot of shit, and it can be manipulative and divide this country. You see, you really think this country is not going to be divided? Wait until about July, August, when the elections start heating up and people and these candidates are starting battling for these states to be the next leader of the free world. Watch that shit. So give Dwayne Wade a break. He's doing the best he can as a father in a very controversial situation. Because we know how the media can be. And you know how the media can lie. They lie about a lot of shit. They really do. So, and I know Mike's giving me that look. We disagreed and agreed on a lot of things, but this is my stance. I'm a father. If I was in that situation, you know what? I'm still gonna love my son unconditionally if it came to that point. I would. People gonna hate me for that, for my opinion, and people gonna say, "Oh, don't think like that." But actually, do I care? IDAGAF. Do it look like I give a fuck? Dillagas. Do it look like I give a fuck? The thing of the matter is that we're trying to learn about compassion. We're trying to learn about empathy in 2020. So give the man a break. He's doing the best he can. He's doing the best he can. And like I said, any man.
Just another stigma we got to break, bro. Just another stigma we need to break.
Yeah. And any man, including us, just think about if you was in that situation where your son came home and said, "Dad, I feel a certain way about a certain thing." You gotta take that into consideration. You really do. Especially as a parent. This is what we signed up for. Whether you're a step parent or a biological parent, this is what you signed up for. And everybody talking about, "Oh, my son or daughter wouldn't be that way." You don't know that.
My youngest daughter already came home and told me that she likes girls. Okay, cool. Do you? The difference between me and Dwayne Wade is I'm not a celebrity. I didn't live my entire life in the
Under a
spotlight.
microscope. Under a
Right.
microscope. You have it.
So for Dwayne Wade, it's not that he's making it a stunt. He's not publicity. He's not making it public because he's trying to whatever. He
It's the media.
he is Dwayne Wade first and foremost, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One of the a 3-time NBA champion. One of the greatest college basketball players of all time.
He's a high
So no
profile.
matter
He's high
so
profile.
right, and you married Gabrielle Union. So no matter what your son or no matter what your son or daughter does, you're still his father. She's still his mother.
And
Their
it's like
every
I
move
said,
is always going to be under the microscope too, because it's like if we get famous, by proxy, our families will be up under the microscope because that same 3 letters that everyone loves to hate, TMZ, will always be there sometimes watching, always.
And like I said, it's the media. I don't blame Dwayne Wade for what he's doing.
He wanted to get up on top of it. He wanted to get on top of it, and
right, because
like,
you know what? Because you know what? I haven't. Everybody talks about how Dwayne Wade is champion is pushing this to the forefront. I haven't heard Dwayne Wade say nothing about this. It's always been the media who pressures him about this, and he, being the person that he is, he's gonna be honest. And everybody gets mad at Dwayne. Why don't y'all show that same energy to the media? Show it to them. Show it to them because they're always asking. They don't ask about his accolades. They don't ask about him playing with LeBron James. They don't ask about the fact that he brought titles to Miami. The first thing that come out of their mouth was, "How do you feel about your son being a transgender?" That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. I'm like, so y'all don't want to talk about how good of a basketball player he was? No, we're not gonna talk about that because you know why? Because we love ratings. The media loves ratings.
Yeah. Why don't you ask him how retirement's going? How do you like not having to get up to prep for the NBA season?
What did the city of Miami mean to you as a basketball player? How was it like playing with LeBron James and Chris Bosh? Ask them questions. They're not. And Wendy Williams asked, I got another thing for her. I might have to go solo on this one, but that'll be another time. Her trifling ass put out some wrong shit about him too. So I mean, it's as a father, I applaud Dwayne Wade. People may not agree, and that's cool. But I applaud him for handling it like like he has been, because he could have went a whole different way with this. He could have. He could have. But that's one of my rants. And I got one more, and it's with Dwayne Wade. But it's something I saw at All-Star Weekend.
Dunk contest.
No, not the dunk contest. This is something with your baby, with your show. We all know how great Allen Iverson is as a player. We all know him as Bubba Chuck. We all know him as the answer. We all know him as the guy that scores Kobe Bryant in Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
The guy that crossed up.
The guy that crossed up Jordan, yeah. But I saw something this weekend that warmed my heart, and it really gave me hope as a black man in America. I saw Dwayne Wade and Allen Iverson embrace each other and really share emotion about Kobe Bryant dying. We need more of that from our black men. And it wasn't. They didn't say anything. They didn't talk shit. They didn't laugh. They were just like, you know what? I'm here for you, bro. Whatever you got. And I think I saw Allen Iverson kind of cry a little bit. I really did.
It was a lot of it.
It was a lot of it. And Dwayne Wade and Dwayne Wade, the way that they just embrace each other, we need more of that, because I don't want to get emotional right now. So I got one of my homeboys right now that's laying in the hospital trying to fight for his life to get better. And I'm doing everything I can I'm praying for him. I want to see him win, but it's hard when you're seeing somebody that you consider a brother to you that's laying up there and you can't do nothing about it. You can't. But I'm still gonna carry on his, I'm still gonna carry on his name. Shout out to my man, D'Artagnan, man. I'm still fighting. I'm still got hope for you, bro. I'm still fighting for you, man. I really want you to beat this. And we need black. This is not just men, but we need black men to express how we feel about certain situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of us fighting and arguing with each other about petty shit. We need to come together because we got to. We're the strongest being on this planet. Not taking anything away from the black women, because y'all do y'all job, but we need brothers. We gotta step up. We really do. We gotta step up. We really do. And I'm not trying to get choked up about this, so I'm being strong here, but we really gotta sit back and think about how we can fix this. And to see how Dwayne Wade and Allen Iverson kind of, they're from different generations, but to see how they came together and just kind of embraced with no words, that gives me hope about a lot of things. It really does. So I don't want to talk too more about it, because I could just feel the emotion starting to creep up in my neck. But yeah, we gotta do better, man. We really do. This is why we have Breaking the Stigma. This is why we have our safe space for our men. And this is why this is what I'm fighting for. This is what I'm fighting for.
I got you.
Ready. So just keep my man in your prayers. If y'all listening, just keep my man in your prayers. He listened to the show a couple times, so he's really put it for me. I consider him as a brother. I consider him as a mentor to me. So if y'all could just do that for a minute of your time, just do that one time, man. Because like I said, it's hard, man.
I feel
it really is, man.
Hey, LaDonna, can you do the housekeeping for us? Because
Um, please come on this Thursday for a new show from the Champagne Conversation. Me, Nikki, and Kim are going to be talking about different forms of abuse. It's not just going to be your typical, mental, physical, what you hear about, but we're going in depth and probably about 8 different forms. I think we have right now 8 different forms of abuse that people deal with. And I want people to know that abuse doesn't have no gender. So this is not going to be just, oh, women getting abused. No, men are getting abused too. So, and some of them are doing it to themselves. Some people are doing it to themselves, male or female. Um, so check that out. This is coming up Thursday. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. Then on Saturday, the Hodgepodge Show will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern. They did push their show back an hour, so they'll be on from a 9 to 11. And then starting on Sundays, again, like I said, we're coming back this Sunday. Well, the gentlemen are coming back this Sunday with Breaking the Stigma at 8 p.m. Eastern. Please check them out. And then, of course, Red Cup Rants will be back next week at Tuesday. We also coming up this year, we do have the Chain Reaction. Will be back. My fantasy show will be back. And then also we do have Brian Jones. Hopefully, be back this coming to us this fall with his show with the Zone. So keep watching us because there are going to be some giveaways on different shows coming up real soon. So you need to pay attention because it might be a secret code word. It might be, a secret word on different pages. We're thinking of different things that you have to look for. So it's not going to be, your typical trivia question. It's going to be something probably real creative that you have to kind of find out. So please check us out everywhere. If you're on Facebook watching us, please find us on Strictly Prohibited Network on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please find us on Facebook, Strictly Prohibited Network. We have a page, we have a group. If you need a group that you need to talk to, you need like motivation, you need recipes, you need a safe space, please come find speaking it to existence. That is my group. We do not pass judgment in there. We share recipes, we share motivational quotes, we share our own personal stories in there. Like I said, on Facebook, speak it into existence. That is what the group's name. And that's all I have, gentlemen.
Thank you. The show Sunday, the topic of that show, the Breaking the Stigma, will be how to begin the healing process for yourself. That's going to be the main topic. We'll start there and we'll, you know, branch it out and keep it going. That'll be episode 3 of that. But other than that, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, for riding with us for these last 2 3/4 hours. We ran a little long, but we started a little late. But it is what it is. But just knowing that we reaching people is always a great thing. We got viewers that's been rocking with us a year and a half. You know,
Definitely, hey, look, we definitely got to send that man something, man. He
we
been,
we, we, we got
we
to,
got to
got
send him
to,
something.
got to.
Got
Uh,
to send him.
but yeah, this has been another episode of Red Cup Rants. We thank y'all for tuning in right here on YouTube, Strictly Prohibited Network. On YouTube, Mad Mike Sports. On Facebook, Strictly Prohibited Network. Uh, we're grateful. We thank y'all and everybody take care. We'll see
Yep.
y'all on Thursday.
Out of there.